Welcome, Wildcat fans. I am Cindy McCarthy, and tonight I am being joined by Jason McLaughlin on the Wildcat Sport Channel. We're live here in Central City where the Wildcats are hosting the Easton Valley Riverhawks for the homecoming game. And before we talk more about tonight's game, we want to recognize our sponsor, Next Bank.
We want to thank Next Bank for having us this year, and they've done a good job of supporting us, and we appreciate that. Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, so we've got the homecoming game tonight. We've got Easton Valley coming in, and let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Central City and what's going on so far in the season, if you want to talk about some of the statistical leaders for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. So, excuse me, Central City comes in with a 3-2 record. We're 2-1 the last 3 games, so kind of been on a little bit of up and down season thus far, but right now we're kind of ready and poised to get a win. I really do believe that. And, you know, tonight our leading passer for the year, he has 53 attempts, 30 completions, is Nick Reed. He's completing 56% of his passes, which is a good percentage.
Good.
Obviously, last year
was a little crazy
video game numbers, and we had 3 quarterbacks. But now, when he's got the full-time job, you know, 56.6%, 434 yards. He's got 1 interception to 8 touchdowns, so that's a good rating.
Probably something that Nick maybe doesn't want to do but has had to do, and I know you're going to say this is he's had to run a little more than maybe what he likes to do, and
he has.
And but he's actually, you know, he does it at key times, and it goes to. He picks the good times to run, though. I mean,
yes.
And he's actually, I mean, I'm sure he's got some negative yards and stuff, but he's had some big plays with he's made some big plays with his legs, and
he has
and it's helped
what
us
game
out.
was it? He had the 40-yard touchdown against Key.
Yeah, and that was a big run.
Yeah, and he had a big touchdown run against Key. And you know, I think what we called that play, Carth, was the basketball play.
I know, he was bouncing off.
Yeah, well, it was get the ball to Nick and get out of the way.
Yeah.
Nothing against Carlson, because Carlson does a great job.
Yeah.
We're
gonna go ahead here and take just a minute while we have the Wildcat marching band play the national anthem before tonight's game.
Here we go. So, like Carth was saying, you know, Nick's run the ball a little bit more than we anticipated. In fact, he's our second leading rusher behind Isaiah Dam. He's got looks like he's at 188 yards, and he had 40 of them on one play against Key with long touch. But you know, 4 touchdown runs. I know a couple of those are small quarterback keepers. Like last week, he scored the 1 touchdown up at Turkey Valley, which was a tough team. You know, and we played him like a lot better than what the score showed.
Oh, for sure.
And Nick scrambled it in from the 5 and kind of had to because no one had been open. And you know, one thing I've noticed, Carth, is they've kind of been keying on our passing. And I feel like our receivers are just not open as much as we've had in the past. Excuse me.
Well, I think a little bit.
We got to get the run game going.
Last year we had sort of as in the running, we had, I guess I would say like a two-headed monster in the sense that we had Kyle and Trey, and as far as running,
Isaiah,
oh yeah, three-headed monster, and then you go Isaiah,
monster, really.
And so we could really move the ball around in our offense as far as like our run game. We couldn't just key on Trey or they couldn't key on Kyle, and so we had that three-headed monster. We're missing that this year. We have Isaiah who coming into tonight's game. He's got almost 700 yards. He's averaging about 10 yards a carry.
Well, talk about that, Carth. Like he's averaging 10.8 yards a carry, but the hard part is like
they are keying on him.
Probably a little bit. And so what happens is he'll have 1 yarder, a 2 yarder,
and then he breaks
and then he'll have a 25 yarder.
But the thing is just like conditioning and a little bit. Isaiah has the bulk of the carry. He has 64 carries, and Nick is next with 29. So, so that has put a little more premium on the passing game. Whereas last year we kind of passed, kind of secret. It was like run. Oh, here's this pass, and the defense had come up so much to try to take the pass away that we were. Or the runaway, that our passing game was there and the receivers were way wide open and stuff like that. But this year, earlier in the season, and even in all the games, we've had some receivers that have been open, and Nick, and it takes a little bit. Nick was able to work with Kyle last year, and they had a year under their belts coming into last year, whereas this year, Marshall Vandevet and Ethan Ty are sort of the two.
Keegan Kula a little bit.
And Jack Kramer, and so they're new and making that connection with Nick, and so sometimes the receiver's been open. It's just a matter of that they haven't been able to hook up a little bit.
Absolutely, and we, we have a pretty short receiving core.
Yeah, and they're little.
That makes it a harder target.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still quick. Both Marshall and Ethan are small targets.
For sure.
And I think that's a little bit of it too.
Yeah. So anyway, so I mean, offensively, like we said, it's kind of runs through Isaiah and then Nick.
Well, in receiving, right now we got Ethan Ty. He's got 194 yards on the year,
averaging 24 catch. So when he catches
6 touchdowns.
When he catches it, he makes things happen for sure.
Absolutely.
And Marshall's, he's more of the underneath receiver a little bit. I think.
5-10 yarders.
Yeah. So he's had 12 catches for. Is at 144 yards, so he's got 12 yards a carry or on a catch, and he hasn't got any touchdowns yet, but he's made some of those more possession, keep the drive alive.
We like to
catches.
send Ethan deep, and then
right.
And then Marshall runs underneath, which. Yeah, you're going to be open a little bit more to get the ball to Marshall.
Exactly. So anyway, those are kind of our statistical leaders on offense. On defense, we got Cole Silver, man. Cole Silver he's had a great season.
Last 2 or 3 games, you just see him, his name's being called all the time by you on this in the Wildcat cast.
He's just come out of, last year he was in a backup role, got in on kickoffs, and
he's got 31 solo tackles and 25 assists. So he's our leader in solos. He's at 31. Keegan's at 28. Isaiah Dam at 28.
Yeah.
And you think about that. He's out tackling.
Yeah,
Isaiah.
Yeah, and Isaiah, played all last year, and he's in the linebacker spot. He reminds me a lot of Trey Holub. He's not quite as big as Trey was stature-wise yet. Yeah, but if he can stay in the weight room and they're listing him at 5'7", 140 pounds, and he
hits more like he's 5'8".
Yeah,
5'8",
he's really laid some people out. So it's exciting to watch him playing. I think they actually got him more involved on the offense last week.
Yeah,
and
I did. I saw him catching the ball.
He's pretty fast, and he's out for track, and so he's a pretty good all-around athlete. So we're going to go get here. Looks like they met out in the middle. We got a pretty decent crowd. We got a good Wildcat crowd. It's homecoming tonight, and Easton Valley. They have some fans over there in the stands, standing on the side. So it's looking for a good game. Hopefully we're going to be able to give Easton Valley their first loss here. Hopefully we're ready to
and
play.
Easton Valley, we didn't talk about them a lot, but 5-0 on the year. So we're going to be tested. There's the kickoff.
And they like to throw the ball. This is probably one of the teams where is the most passing that we're going to see.
Absolutely.
So anyway, kickoff, you got it.
Looks like
Marshall
is that Marshall Vandervet with the returning.
Got it out to about the 20 for the Wildcats.
Marshall's at the 20, so the Wildcats are in black uniforms with a white stripe down the side tonight. All black. We like that.
Got our back in black uniforms.
Back in black uniforms, and looks like Easton Valley's got white tops with
the black pants.
Grayish black pants with a white stripe, white helmets. We're going right to left here with the Wildcats. Nick Reed in shotgun. Releases the ball. Looks like he's going for Marshall Vandervet. Goes off his hands, Garth.
Yep. So it's right there. That's a catchable pass. I mean, against a 5-0 team, there's not going to be a lot of room for errors.
That was one we could have had.
That's one right there where Marshall's probably like, hit me again and I'll catch this one. I mean, it's sometimes that first time there's the jitters and knowing it's a big game, homecoming, things like that. And Marshall's role has obviously expanded this year from what it was last year. So
the Wildcats come out in the formation. Looks like they've got Isaiah in shotgun. He fakes a handoff to Marshall Vandervet. Goes up the middle. Probably got a gain of 5 or 6 yards. So it's going to bring up, 3rd and 4?
Yep.
Oh, he got more than that. Look, we got a good spot there, Carth. I think it's going to be 3rd and 3.
That was a good run.
So Isaiah Dam with a nice carry. There we go. There's his average is 10.6.
Yep, and he got about 7.
They split Nick Reed out there.
And I like this because it's a manageable 3rd down. After we didn't get anything on that 1st down, it brings up a manageable 3rd down for us
here. Looks like we've got Isaiah again in shotgun. There's a snap. Oh, it's a direct snap to Cole.
And we were just talking about Cole Silver's got an. There he goes.
Cole Silver chugging his legs.
He didn't. I talked to his dad after the Turkey Valley game last week, and Cole was in on offense quite a bit last week. And I said something to his dad. I said, "Whoa, where'd that come from?" And it's like he didn't. Cole's kind of this. He's a pretty quiet kid, and he didn't want to be on offense, but.
Probably didn't realize that he had in him.
Yeah,
right
he's
there
got so.
Right there, we got a 1st down from him. It was a direct snap to Cole, who was in shotgun next to Isaiah, and looks like we got a favorable spot. Looks like he gained a yard after contact.
And evidently there's a penalty because we a face mask, and so now they've moved it up.
They called a face mask.
Yeah, we're right at midfield there for the.
Nick Reed.
There it is. There it is.
Throws deep.
Oh, nice. Oh, Marshall. Marshall's got to. There's that second one there. It's right there.
Yeah, so
that was a tough one. That was pretty decent coverage. Nick maybe underthrew it a little bit.
Garth,
yeah.
And he was throwing on the run, and it looked like he couldn't get quite the arm strength, so it was a little underthrown. But Marshall made an adjustment.
Yeah, he did. I thought he was going to have that one.
I did too. I thought they might even call pass interference.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from midfield.
2nd and 10. Wildcats looks like Isaiah Dam in shotgun. Cole Silver next to him. Isaiah's going to take the direct snap and go run up the middle, and he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Yeah, no gain on that one.
Maybe a gain of 1. 3rd and 9.
But anyway, Cole's going to have an expanded role. I just think, like we talked about, they need to come up with more than just Isaiah and like Marshall. And they do have Draven Silver in that fullback position a little bit. So we'll see kind of what happens here. So we are at 3rd and 9, so we're going to have to
Coach likes to have
something.
the little guys that run around a little bit. I think Cole fits that.
Yeah,
looks like Isaiah's going to be back there again. Looks like it's going to be a direct snap. He's going to hand off to Marshall Vandervet, who's jet sweep around the right, and he shoots forward about 4 or 5 yards.
That's a good gain there, 6 yards maybe. So it's going to be 4th down and 5, I guess.
4th and 5. We'll see, Carth. We think they're going to punt or might go for it. We're on the other side of the 40, so we're on the 35-yard line of Turkey Valley, or not Turkey Valley, Easton Valley. Sorry. Looks like
this could be the one thing is where they could do the pooch.
Yes.
Look like we're gonna go ahead and kick it, and then Nick does a little pooch kick here.
I think we're going for it.
But they are lined up like they're going for it.
Yeah, Nick Reed's in quarterback shotgun with Isaiah next to him. 4th down and 5. There's the snap. Reed drops back. He's got a little bit of pressure. Running to his right. He releases it. He's got open man.
Yes,
and it's caught by Marshall Vandervet.
3rd time's a charm for Marshall.
What a catch
by
Marshall.
They're picking on whoever's defending Marshall, and I guess I haven't been paying
They've thrown his way 3 times
close
already.
enough attention if they're switching up. If they've got somebody specifically on Marshall or if it's just the way he's lining up.
They're throwing to that right side.
And so Marshall's been open every time they've thrown the ball. Marshall's pretty much been open. So this time they were just able – that time Nick did get the ball where it needed to be. So, we got the ball.
1st and goal on the 7.
Yeah, 1st and goal.
So Isaiah Looks like it's going to be a direct snap. Nicole Silver, but the snap's bad. It's going to be a fumble, and we're going to lose
Cole,
about 10 or 12 yards.
That's what
Bounced right off of Cole's hands.
That's what happened to us last week. We just have to take care of the ball. Last week we had a good drive going. The very first drive that we had trying to answer Turkey Valley's score, and it was 3rd and 3. And not to say that we're guaranteed we're going to pick it up, but we were in at the 30. Get those 3 yards. That's the first time we had a fumble, and so then we turned it over. And
yeah, and that one was tough because I was right around the chest. I mean, it was a good spot. It bounced off his arm.
Yeah,
we
got to execute. We got to execute.
So we got Isaiah Dam in the backfield, direct snap. He fumbles it and
drops that's on Isaiah right there.
Yeah, Isaiah just
he took off. He was looking to see where he could go before he had the ball. That was right at his eyeballs.
Yeah,
so
and
you got to
kind of bobbled a little bit, was trying to give the fake to Marshall and just couldn't get a handle on it. And then he was smart at least.
Yeah,
didn't try and run and just held it.
Unfortunately, this isn't. Here the one thing is it's it's 3rd and goal from the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. I mean, we got 2 downs to go for it. You're gonna have, or if we get it close, Marshall could definitely potentially be a field goal. So let's see if we can get a little bit here.
Isaiah Dam backfield, direct snap, fakes it to the side and goes to the right side. He's open. He's going to gain about 10
nice
yards.
Gain. Yeah.
Down to about the 16, 17-yard line. So we're definitely in field goal range. So 4th down. 4th down and about the 17. We'll see if the Wildcats decide to kick a field goal.
Well, looks like we're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're bringing Nick in. Looks like Marshall's in there.
But I don't see Keegan.
Yeah, they're
looks like we're going for it.
Looks like we're going for it. We're going to got Nick Reed in the backfield. Marshall Vandevet spread out right to the right. We got Trips right. Reed in the lone backfield. He's got a guy coming at him untouched. Reed's going to try and run it. He's going to get down to about the 6-yard line and go out of bounds.
That was a huge opportunity that the Wildcats let slip out of their hands with that bad snap.
So turnover on downs.
Yep, turnover on downs.
So the Easton Valley is going to take over on the 7. There's 7:06 left, 0-0 here in the first quarter, and the Easton Valley is going to have their first possession of the night.
But they're going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 11. So this is going to be a big defensive thing. I really liked our defense coming into Turkey Valley there, and I really thought that we've been playing really good D. So hopefully we can get a good stop here. We just talked about they've got 4 receivers. They got trips to the top and a single on the bottom, and the quarterback's going to roll out, and he doesn't want any. Yeah, nice. He didn't want to run. He looked like he was potentially going to run, and
he's trying to throw to that Jargo.
Yep,
Trent Camp and Jargo.
And we called this game last year at Easton Valley, remember? And Jargo is he's their leading receiver. They like to do the Purdue offense, where they use the pass for the run. They do have some. I did look at their stats, and they have a kid who's carried the ball about 20, 30 times. But, I mean, they mostly – now they are in I formation, and there's the pitch. And come on, guys, we got to tackle. Oh, that's not – I felt like that was our strength earlier in the game. Yep.
6 foot 160 wide receiver running back who carried about a 20-yard gain.
Knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be a 1st down for Easton Valley at the Wildcat 30-yard line. So
the hurry-up offense here. They're trips right again already.
Yep, trips right, receiver to the top, and there's Jargo. Is that 8? No, he's 6.
That's Fugan.
Yep, that's complete to
Porter Fugan, Jr. So about a 30-yard gain there, folks. They did a little middle run crossing route.
Yep,
kind of like
and
what
just
we do
found
with
a zone
Marshall.
spot, and they're taking it down. They're going to be 1st
They're
down.
in a hurry-up offense here, too. Yep. They're already at the line. Jargo's split right. Got to keep an eye on him, number 6.
1st and 10 from about the 20. There's just a direct snap to the quarterback, Trent Camp, and he's going to take it, and he gets out of bounds, but he does pick up a 1st down, so he's inside the 10. They say he didn't pick it up, so.
Oh, wow.
I thought it looked like he did.
We got to, very often we get good spots.
No doubt. So it's going to be 2nd and short at the Wildcat 12-yard line. That was just a direct snap, and he just took off. So we got triple receivers on the right and a single receiver on the left and the bottom, I guess, of the screen.
The
and
screen.
there's just a flip. and there's number 11, and he's taken down by Ethan Ty and Draven Silver.
The kid that caught his name's Logan House. He's a junior.
And his
name's Logan House, and that's true because he is
6'5", 225, isn't it?
On our program, it's 240.
Oh.
And he looks every bit at 240, and he was taken out by
Ethan. He's 225 on Quick Stats, so he must have gained 15 pounds since they put this stuff on Quick Stats.
Easton Valley give us big numbers. They always try to make
there's a nice play by the defense. That Keegan Kula and Cole Silver they read that one, and on the handoff.
Keegan dove in and blew that up. You'll watch. Last weekend, Turkey
Keegan
Valley
did a good
ran
job.
away from Keegan the whole night. Right there, it's the first time they've gone to the right side, into Keegan's side. Now they're moving Keegan to the other side.
Yep. So the quarterback's under center. He's got an I formation behind him, one receiver to the top, and they're going to pitch it out. And there's the Wildcats are in there. That was Isaiah Dam, and again Keegan was in the backfield. So nice defensive stand right there.
Yeah, the Wildcats really, our linebackers came up, made a hit.
It's 3rd and goal from about the 7, it looks like, maybe 8.
7-yard line, 8-yard line.
So this is a big play for the Wildcats. I mean, they're going to take 2 shots at this, but if we can have a big stop right here, that really will.
You want to look at Jargo here, that number 6. They like to go to him. He's spread out to the left there.
He's on the top.
He's a little guy.
Again, this time they have triple receivers on the right and a single receiver on the left, and the quarterback's in the shotgun for Easton Valley. And there's the snap, and he's looking. Here comes, that's a hold. There comes Keegan, and touchdown. That was a nice.
Keegan
Porter
got
Fugan. Yeah, they didn't even call it, and it was right there in front of that official.
Spun him around a little.
Yep, it looked like a hold, but they didn't call it, and I think the Wildcats are trying to play a little bit of a zone there, and he just broke free and had to make a sliding catch. It was a very good catch, actually, because it wasn't that great of a pass.
Yeah, he threw it a little bit low behind him, but the kid fell down. Porter Fugan, a senior.
They made a nice catch there.
Between Trenkamp, Jargo, Fugan, those seniors.
And that house.
House is a house.
So the Easton Valley's going to go for an extra point. They've got a kicker who kicks straight on, and he makes it. And so it's
another house that Joey Ports. He's 5'8", 215. I think that number's wrong. He looks like he's a little bigger than that.
So the Wildcats give up one big play, that big run, and or that pass.
Yeah, we had a long pass and a
but
couple
we're
of 10-yarders.
You know. So what? They score 1 touchdown. I feel like we can move the ball against these guys, and we did. You know, we held them here, and they had to have a sliding catch and a potential hold there. So anyway, I think the Wildcats can compete with Easton Valley, and so hopefully we can get a good kickoff return here.
Yeah, we'll see who the Wildcats have deep. Marshall's been back there.
Marshall.
Looks like Marshall again with
Jack Kramer and Cole Silver.
Yep.
Are going the other two. Yeah. So it was 4:51 left in the first quarter, and it's 7-0. Easton Valley gets a score right there. So let's see if the Wildcats here can't. They had a good first possession. We had it 1st and goal from about the 8 or 7 yard line, and then we had a bad snap, and we were able to recover, but we just weren't able to recover from the loss of that. We had two negative plays there, so we'll see.
Their kicker is 6 foot 245. He's the biggest guy on their team.
Come on,
so Marshall Vanderbilt hits
Marshall.
him in the chest and he bobbles it. He's going to be met about 2 yards after where he made the contact.
Our guys, I think, are just a little kind of maybe looking to make the plays, and we're just taking our eyes off the ball. That one was coming right to Marshall and
call
slid.
It a muff.
It went right through his
return.
hands. Yeah, I mean, I think he might have been looking up, thinking he had it, and wanting to find a hole. He had a good return the first time that on our first kickoff. So got ourselves in a little hole here, but let's see if we can't get it out.
We're on our own 10-yard line, so we didn't get much of a return right there. Reed's going to be, Nick Reed's in the backfield. He's going to hand off to.
There goes Isaiah. Oh, he takes out.
Isaiah around the corner, gain of about 3 yards. Not a bad play considering there wasn't much there.
It looks like maybe almost 4 there. It's going to be about 6 yards. So not a bad first down play there. I thought he had it. He kind of slipped, or somebody tripped him up right as he was going around the corner. Or he could have maybe.
Yeah, he looked like he slipped. Maybe it was a little wet.
Yeah, I bet you it is a little wet out there. We had a bunch of rain Thursday night.
Yeah, we've had quite a
We've
bit
had
of
a
rain.
lot of rain, so the field 7 inches this week, I hear.
So Isaiah Dam in the backfield. We shift left. Looks like we're going to have a
Cole Silver's back there with him.
jumbo package. We're going to run to the left side. Looks like Cole Silver is going to be
that
met
time
at the
he's met.
line. About 3 or 4 different Easton Valley. What do
Looks
they
like
call
a
themselves?
Riverhawks.
Riverhawks. Yeah, we had that for lunch this week. We had Riverhawk for lunch, which is just chicken, but it did cause some confusion. A few little kids might have thought we were really eating Riverhawk.
Well,
Chicken
no
hawk.
gain on that play, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6 again here for the Wildcats. So we're going to have to see what the Wildcats pull out here, Coach Meyer.
We're sending
comes
Nick
up
Reed
with.
out wide left. In the slots, Marshall Vandevet. Isaiah Dams in the shotgun. Fakes to Marshall. Goes off the left
There
side.
it is,
He's got
there it is, yes.
He's got
Nice
a first
run.
down.
Come on,
he runs
Isaiah.
over 2 runners.
Great
and
run.
About a 10, 12-yard gain.
That was a
Isaiah-
nice run.
He after point of contact, I think he shed 2 or 3 different blockers.
Oh, yeah, that was a great run by Isaiah. He got good blocking that time, too, opened up a pretty good hole for him, but they kept blocking down the field a little bit, and he was able to bounce off a couple Riverhawks. So huge first down for the Wildcats.
We're going to stay with the same formation, it looks like. So we got Reed to the left, Vandervet in the slot. Faking the handoff. Isaiah's going to keep it again. Same play.
This
but
time they got by Keegan. You can tell Keegan was standing up and trying to push his guy in the
yeah,
back.
there's about
Just-
3 guys to
yep.
meet him. So we ran the exact same play, but no gain. Looks like he got back to the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
got about. Well, now they're saying maybe lost a yard, but we're in a good spot. We're at the 30-yard line. It looks like we're right there. I guess no gain on the play, so 2nd and 10.
We got Isaiah in the backfield now with next to Nick Reed in shotgun formation. It's like we got Marshall Vandevet out to the right. Got Ethan Ty on the left. Going to fake it and
Oh, they're
looks
going to
like
call
Nick's gonna
hold. I think
keep
they're going to
it.
call hold on the defender
DB.
against Ethan there. I think he held Ethan up within that 5.
Yep, that's Jargo.
Yeah, Jargo. So that's a 10-yard penalty, isn't it?
Yeah,
Holding.
be a
That'll be a
first down.
first down. Yep, there it is.
Holding
he threw
on
it
the
right
defense.
there. Yeah, huge play. Good.
So it'll be first down. That's a big one because after Reed, look, I don't know if it was designed
Yeah,
run
it
by
looked
Reed.
like he took
kind
off
of a
right
blown up
away.
play.
Yeah, I don't know.
It almost looked like a run was supposed to come this way, and the handoff
It's
wasn't
not going
there.
to be an automatic first down. It's.
Oh, it isn't going to be.
But
gonna
it's.
be 2nd and 1.
I thought it was a spot foul myself, but
Yeah, it looks like
evidently it's not. So it's going to be 2nd and
2nd
1
and
yard.
1. So Wildcats with a shift. Looks like they're going to send Reed out right. Isaiah Dam in the backfield. Another muffed snap. It hit Isaiah in the hands. He just dropped it, and so we're going to lose about 3 yards.
Isaiah's got I think, low snap, but, you got to keep your eyes on the ball and catch the ball before you can take off.
Yeah, the snap was there.
Amy
right
Smith
at his
wants to
thigh.
know what the score is, and Amy, the score is 7-0, Easton Valley.
142.
A minute 40 left in the first quarter. Thanks for listening in.
So 3rd down and about 5.5, 6 yards. We got Reed in shotgun all by himself. Trips right. Here's a snap. Reed drops back. Got time.
There it
Throws
is,
off
there
his
it
back
is.
foot. Wide open
Oh,
to Ethan
geez,
Ty. And
man, we
bounces
just
off
can't
Ethan's
catch
hands.
the ball tonight.
Hit him. Went off his
Wow.
hands and hit him in the helmet.
They
He
hit him
just,
right. It was right there. He was right there.
Yeah, just
Every single
incomplete
one of
pass.
the passes that Nick's thrown tonight potentially could
Oh,
have
yeah,
been
they're,
caught.
yeah, they're definitely catchable.
And there's had one completion.
Yeah,
It's been a big one. It was a big one, but so that's a bummer. So now we got 4th down and about 6, and Nick's staying in, and they're
it's like
split.
we're going for it.
We got 2
Yeah.
receivers split to the
Well, we
top
got
there.
double
and two
twins
this-
and-
yeah.
Nick Reed and shotgun. We'll see if he pooches or if he's going to go for it. And
Well, they're
he's
going.
actually going for it. Nick Reed's going to run to the right, and he's going to keep it himself.
Oh,
He's going to. It looks to me
dang
like
it.
he got short about a half a
Jeez,
yard.
that was close.
Really close.
Amy's
So-
at Pinnakin Ridge. What in the heck you doing at Pinnakin Ridge? Camping?
I think Wicket was camping up there for a little while a couple of years ago.
I think he was living up there.
Or you could call it that. I know Amy is
wherever
not living there.
wherever you're listening, Amy, we appreciate. I think we got 5 people listening tonight, so
Hey, that's good.
All right, so unfortunately the Wildcats aren't able to capitalize on that. There's 2 opportunities that we've kind of let go, and so Easton Valley's going to – and they're holding some more over there, it looks like. Dang.
Oh, man, a little flare pass.
Yep.
It's almost like a run, isn't it, Garth?
Yep.
He's kind of threw the back out of the backfield. And you see how Trent Camp held the ball forever? He was letting his receivers get downfield, and then you see the running back just kind of come out in the flats.
So they picked up about 4 on that, so it's going to be second down. The ball's placed at the Wildcat 35-yard line. We've had our opportunities. We've shot ourselves, and again, just kind of like against Turkey Valley. It isn't anything that Easton Valley's doing. It's what we're not being able to execute and stuff.
Absolutely.
There's 3 receivers that go about 5 yards, and they all turned around, and there's 8.
Jurgen again. He's tackled by
Fugan.
Fugan, there you go. Fugan, he's tackled by Ethan Ty and Cole Silver in there. And it looks like they got Cole at kind of a linebacker spot. You notice that? They've
got extra defensive backs, and we've only got 2 down linemen going. Oh, now do we have 3?
Yeah,
it looks like 3. We have 3 now. So, yeah.
They're going to bring Cole.
Now they're going to run up the middle, and that's going to be a first down. So with just
tackle
about
made
here.
by Cole again. Cole's got it. Oh, that's Marshall in there on that tackle.
Marshall, yep. But it's going to be a first down for the Riverhawks, and they're going to be at about just short of the Wildcat. It's at the 25-yard line, so they're about on the 26-yard line. So we need a defensive stop right here. You know they're going to take 4 downs probably to go, so we need to turn over maybe.
We need to get some pressure in there from Draven and Keegan. Notice our D. Look at our D line. We're standing up like no one's in the down position.
Yep. There's a quick pass out and knocked out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. Knocked out of bounds by Jack Kramer. I don't know.
Jack had a great read there on the pass, and
I don't think he came down with it.
I think he bobbled it, and Jack did a good job.
Yeah, hit him right away.
When the ball got it.
Is that Jargo, I think?
Made Jargo bobble a little bit.
That was a big play, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. We need to force a turnover here, or
get some
or
pressure
a lost
on Trent
play.
Camp.
Yeah, sack.
Yeah. Trent Camp's just been sitting back there. He really isn't having to do much.
They're in a 1 receiver who's in motion, Jargo, and they hand off for a sweep there, and he makes a cutback and
a couple misses. It looks like Marshall Vandevet
Marshall
on the tackle.
Vandevet with the stop picked up about 7.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 3rd and 3. This is going to be a big play. We need an incomplete pass, maybe a pick.
And I have a feeling you're going to pass. That's kind of their MO here, unless they do something out of the backfield.
Exactly.
Looks like they're going to.
So that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter, it is Easton Valley 7, Wildcat 0. And, so the Wildcats had 2 possessions in the first quarter, and Easton Valley had 1, and they're on their second one, which is going to go into the second quarter. So really kind of probably a surprise to some people thinking, Easton Valley scoring 60 points, whatever that.
But we're only having 3 down linemen.
Yeah.
So we're saying we're going to give you plays, but we're going to kind of like the Hawkeyes, bend but don't break defense.
Offensively, when you're playing a team, we looked at their schedule, and I mean they're a good team. They haven't been challenged, I don't think. I don't think they've played some of the weaker teams in our district.
Yep.
But when you're playing against a team like this, you can't make those little mistakes. And we had first and goal.
2 times we've had a fumble
second,
on the snap.
Second and short.
That caused us not to get a fumble.
Yep.
And so you got to sustain those drives.
Yeah, you got to really do that. So the Wildcats, you want to do a quick read of our Next Bank?
Let's Next Bank. Let's thank them. Yeah, sorry, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So Easton Valley looks like they're going to get a first down, Karth. I kind of missed. I was looking down. I think they threw a little out route.
Is that Jargo? Looks like.
Yeah, Jargo, and here we go with the passing. You talked about it before the game. They like to pass, and they did a little 10-yard out. And Trent Camp, the senior, finds Jargo, the senior, for a first down. So they're knocking on the door again here.
So
on the
they're
6-yard.
inside, first and goal, and they're under center with the I formation. There's the handoff. He kind of cuts it to the left, but Jack Kramer, there's Cole Silver comes up.
And Keegan Coolan on the tackle.
Yep, and Isaiah Dam are all there, and so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. They're right on the 5-yard line, so we need to make a stand. They have a kicker, so potentially they could go for, depending on where they're at, they could go for the field goal if we could get a loss here or something, you know. But if they're inside the 5, I'm guessing they'll go 4 downs. So we'll see. So they're in a shotgun, triple receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, and Trent Camp. Oh, nice play. Was that Cole? No, that's
like
Ethan Ty. Ethan, I don't know if he touched it, but he dove in front of the receiver, and I think it was enough to distract the receiver.
Yeah, good defense.
Yeah, great defense, and it kind of. I think he might have. I don't know.
I think he got in his
a
way.
little bit of it.
He put his hand across the front of the receiver, and the receiver
and he
just hit his hand
lost a little bit of concentration. So there was that big play we needed. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 5. Let's see if the Wildcats can't come up with something else. We got Keegan and
watch the quarterback keeper on this.
They didn't have anybody covered in the middle, and the Wildcats were all spread out.
Yeah, they did twins left and right, and no linebacker.
Trent Camp went up the middle and got that touchdown. I think Cole came up, but it was just a tad late. So that's going to be a touchdown for Easton Valley, and they're going to go ahead and bring their kicker out, and they're going to go for the extra point. And the snap is down, and it's no good. And so that is a miss, and so the extra point is no good. So it's with 10:56 left in the second quarter. We got Riverhawks 13, and the Wildcats are 0. So we're in this game. Our defense has made some plays, but we've given up a couple. They've stretched us out right there, and they were able to take that run up the middle. But offensively, I think if we could get a touchdown and get a good sustained drive going, it could give us some momentum and kind of pick things up on the defensive end. So Easton Valley's going to be coming out here to kick off, and then we're going to have our kickoff team out there, probably Marshall Vandevet back deep along with Cole Silver. And actually Cole's going deep this time, and Marshall and Jack are going to be short. Last time, the first kickoff, Marshall had a pretty decent return, and then the second kickoff, he kind of bobbled it. So we'll see what Cole can do. We're talking about how good of a season Cole's having on defense, especially now he's starting to have a bigger role on the offense, and so we'll see what happens. But it's a short kick, and it goes to Jack Kramer, and Jack gets it, and he gets behind his blockers, and he gets up past the 20-yard line. So a nice little return by Jack Kramer. So the Wildcats are going to come out here in decent field position. It'll be 1st and 10. And it looks like we're going to have the ball about on our own 23-yard line. Isaiah Dam is bringing him out of the huddle. Nick Reed's going to be split out to the right. We've got Draven Silver in the backfield along with Marshall Vandevet and Isaiah. It's a snap to Isaiah, and he's got some blockers in front of him, and I think he's going to get up there, and whoa, I'll tell you what.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, Porter Fugan came over and thought he was going to tackle Isaiah, and that didn't happen. Isaiah.
Well, Porter left his feet to try and hit Isaiah, but Porter ended up on the ground.
And Isaiah did just get knocked out of bounds. Otherwise, he would have been, if he had a couple extra yards there, he would have been going. So big first down.
Isaiah put the hit on
him.
He
did. Big first down for the Wildcats there. And so they're out at midfield. So again, we're moving the ball offensively.
Here we go, and we're going to keep Isaiah in the backfield. We got a jumbo. No one spread out anywhere, and looks like we're going to have Draven leading the blocking here.
Same
Isaiah
play
to
going to the left. This time he's tripped up by
Jargo.
Jargo busted in through there.
Jargo kind of snuck in and had a shoestring tackle because Isaiah doesn't get tackled.
No, he doesn't. You don't usually take him down with that. So
it'll be 2nd down and about 10, Garth.
Yep, 2nd and 10.
So 13-0. Wildcats are down. I'll tell you what, if you told me we had the ball driving in the beginning of the second quarter down 13-0, I'd say we'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. I think
they're a high-flying team.
Yep. That's what I said. I think if we can get something happen here on offense, I think that'll give us that spark defensively.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right where we need to be. So
Isaiah Dam with the ball carrier to the right side gains about 3 yards. There really wasn't a lot of room there. I mean, honestly, that looked like a no gainer, and all of a sudden he got 3 yards.
I know I know. I mean, we already talked about Nick's thrown the ball 4 times, and every time they've been open, and he's only had 1 completion.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Coach Meyer go back to that a little bit.
Yeah, it's there. They got Nick spread out left again. It looks like they're going to try and run and control the clock. It seems like Isaiah fakes it. He's going to go up the middle. There's an opening. Looks like he's going to have a first down and more.
20-yard
down the right
line.
side to the 10.
Knocked out of bounds finally. Jargo. I don't know if that was Jargo, but knocked out of bounds by a couple.
Guys.
Yep, that was Jargo. Knocked out of bounds by Jargo and Wilson, but not before he gets down to the Riverhawk about 12-yard line.
Yeah.
So huge first down, huge play. Now we've got to finish this drive right here. This is
absolutely.
This is if we want to contend in this game.
No mishandling.
We have to convert. We have to get some points.
Well, and they brought in Cole Silver, Ethan Ty, and Marshall Vanderbilt.
Isaiah just ran it 4 times in a row, so he's out right now getting a drink.
Reed in the backfield by himself. He's gonna release it
yes!
wide open to Marshall.
Marshall makes a great
shake.
catch.
Might be close to a
nice
first
catch.
down.
That was a nice throw, nice catch.
Well, and it looked a little stop route. Looked like he just went about 9 yards.
Yeah, we said he's
around.
like a possession receiver.
Absolutely.
Early Marshall's like that possession receiver.
Oh, I don't know about that spot there, Carthy.
I know.
We're like 2 yards short. It looked like he was right at the 10-yard line, but.
Well, no, he's inside the 5. So
inside. I mean,
we're
looked like we were at the 10-yard marker.
Second and 2 right here. So we got to finish this. We can get a first down here though, without scoring.
So trip right. Same thing. Nick Reed in the backfield. He stops. Nowhere to go.
Oh,
he
nice.
looks left to Keegan.
There's Keegan Kula.
Keegan's
Touchdown,
wide
Wildcats.
open. That was a great play. Karth, I think what they did there was it was a delay. It was almost a screen. So Keegan blocked and then released.
Saw that that Nick was in trouble. I think Nick wanted to take off running, and then
he did.
And then Keegan
he just kind of threw it right over top of the defense. Keegan was wide open.
He saw that Keegan released. Great read by Keegan to see that release, and Nick to see that and not have to try to run.
Great play.
So we needed that touchdown because I'll tell you what, right now it could be 21-13, and
one turnover.
Yep.
We're
back
ahead.
in it. Yep, we're
absolutely.
back in it. So go ahead here.
Marshall Vanderbilt, Keegan the holder. Marshall Vanderbilt with the kick. It's up, and it is good.
No.
Oh, it's wide left.
Dang, that's the second extra point he's missed. I think he missed one the other night, too. He just hooked it a little to the left.
You know, the snap was a little bit high. I like to look at that. It was a slight high, and it threw him off. He was a little antsy. You know, instead of sitting and waiting and not getting blocked, he needs to just take a little bit of a delay.
Right. This is halfway through the season. This is your first call, and we've kind of talked about this a little bit, and don't want to beat it to death, but it's the whole homecoming game first of all, and then you got Marshall kicked last year, and he played but he wasn't a huge part of the offense. So you got Marshall out there, you got Cole in there.
It's first time.
The first time in a big game. Easton Valley's here, 5-0, and like you said, we know we can beat them. Yeah. And so it's just a matter of getting into the rhythm of the game and just playing within yourself and not trying to do more. And I think that was a great catch. He looked it all the way into his hands. He didn't try to turn and run before he caught it. And that was a huge, play to Marshall to get us down there. So,
you think Marshall's got
Marshall's
got a little juice in him for missing that kick?
Yep. Marshall kicks that almost out of the end zone, I tell you. So
I think it's sitting by the concession stand.
It is about.
Yeah, it landed by the ketchup.
By the condiment table.
We want to thank our Next Bank sponsors. Next Bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, and next business. Next phase of life or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you. Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, so there's Jargo is a reverse, and they're throwing out, and Ethan Type is right there. But he did pick up about 8 on that play. Little trickery there.
A reverse pass by Jargo, and it only
reverse
went about 8-9 yards.
About 7, 8 yards. So now they go right back at it. Dustin Ferris is coming in. I'm not sure.
We're going to call timeout.
I don't know if coach is mad at the players or the other coach here.
He's not happy that we weren't ready.
But Easton Valley's been going hurry up offense pretty much all night. So if you're going to make a sub, I mean you got to make that sub as soon as the play's over. And
well, we were trying to sub, and
yeah,
they were ready to go
exactly.
with the play,
That's what
so
I mean.
We're
It was like
on
it
the
looked
field,
like
right?
It looked like there was just a hesitation. Dustin didn't know who he was going in for. So anyway.
Yeah, I think Coach Myers was looking at our defensive
Like
coordinator.
if you're
going
to make a change,
saying, hey,
then make a
can't
change.
do that.
Yeah, right. So looks like so the Wildcats called timeout so that we don't have to take the penalty. And it is the second quarter. We had 8:47, 13-6, and
Wildcats are a touchdown away. They were only a touchdown down.
Yep. And it's second down and short. And they're under center. He turns. He hands off. And there's a stop by, there's Keegan and Cole.
Keegan and Cole in there again.
Yep.
Looks like
top 2 tacklers on the team. They make the stop there.
Right now, the Wildcats, we're definitely stopping their big plays. So we're making them take little chunks at a time.
Definitely.
And it's breaking up their rhythm.
Yeah, for sure. So they're in a shotgun with the triple receivers to the left, and there's pressure. And that's got to be an incomplete pass. But
yeah, that skipped off the ground.
Incomplete pass, and there's a flag on the play, so I'm hoping there's a little hold there.
Looks like it's in the area of offensive.
Of hold.
Oh, they're going to call it on us.
Wow.
On the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what they just
call
say.
That on Ethan Ty, the wide receiver. Yeah, Ethan's
held.
Ethan doesn't look real happy.
What did they call it? Holding?
Yeah, call holding on our defensive back. I think they call it on Ethan.
So that's going to give them a first down. It's not an automatic first down, but
you know what's interesting, Garth? That was the same play that we got a hold called on them, and yet they got a first down, and our wide receiver got caught with it too.
Yeah.
How is that not?
Well, I just think it was because I think when we did it, we had lost on that play, and
so
it was
11 yard, first and 11, second 11.
So we got 1st and 10 here right at midfield. He's back. Go get him,
We're only
Brady.
rushing 2.
Yeah. And there's an incomplete pass. Good job, good defense there. We only had 2 rushers, Keegan and Brady Kubas, and they're putting pressure.
Back. We're not letting them go deep at all. We're making them pass the ball 5, 6, 7 yards in.
Like you mentioned, taking away.
No big plays.
Right.
Yeah, and I know the Wildcats defense, like it's the bend but don't break. And you're a Hawk fan, like you watch them.
Yeah.
Like, it works if you can tighten it up at the end.
So second 10.
No penalties.
We're at 8:24 in the second quarter. They have it at midfield, and they're under center. We've got 2. They throw it straight to Jargo, almost a lateral. Jack Kramer misses, and then he's taken out by Ethan that is Nick Reed. And so
Nick Reed with a nice tackle.
That was
Jargo
pick up
just
of
gave
about
a little
7.
Slip.
Yeah.
He gained about 4 yards after that little slip there.
If we would have had that initial tackle, it probably would have been about just a 2-yard gain, but Jack Kramer kind of missed him there. So we've got shotgun, Jargo split to the left. They're going to pitch it, and nice play by what? Did they have it? The Wildcats, it looks like they get in there and then they slips through the tackle and they call him out of bounds.
Oh, they did call him out of bounds short of the
Braden
first
Farrell,
down.
he's their leading rusher, I believe.
I think he stepped out, Garth. What happened there is he got
and then
close
he kept
to the
going
sideline
and the guys
and he dove forward, but he'd already stepped out of bounds.
He actually isn't their leading rusher, but he's been doing, if they hand off to anybody, it's like the quarterback has had a couple just designed run. So here we go. We got 2 split to the top, 2 split to the bottom, and the quarterback, he's going to take it. And the Wildcats were ready for it that time. And I think he's short. If they mark it down now,
The side judge here, you can see where he's spotting it. He's short of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was a huge
turnover
play.
on downs.
Turnover on downs. They came up real quick. And the quarterback, they were split out.
It was the exact play that they scored the touchdown on.
They were split out with 2 to the right and 2 to the left, and he got up under center really quick and did a real quick snap, and the Wildcats were ready for it that time. And we got a great surge by our defensive line, and so big play here. This is the turnover we were looking for, so Wildcats are going to get it.
We'll see what the Wildcats do here. We're ready to go. Isaiah Dams in the backfield alone. He's going to nice right.
Block by Marshall.
Great block, and Isaiah turns upfield, gain of about 3 or 4 yards. Looks like
in on the stop too.
Marshall had a heck of a block on a blitzing linebacker.
Yeah.
Isaiah's down.
Yeah, he's out. He had 2 guys hit him pretty good.
I think it knocked the wind out of him. His chest.
Yeah, it just knocked the wind out of him. So he's going to come out, but he picked up about 4 tough yards there. Great block by Marshall Vandevet to spring him here for a couple more yards.
So Nick Reed's going to be in shotgun. Looks like Cole Silver is going to be to his left. Split out right is Marshall Van Vet. Now he's going to send Cole to the left out with Ethan Ty. All by himself is Reed in the backfield. Drops back. He's under pressure. Throws off his back foot.
Come on,
Deep,
Ethan. Oh.
Just overthrows Ethan Ty. But he had a lot of pressure. Nick threw that off his back foot with 2 guys in his face. Heck, he 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Threw about a 35-yard pass.
Just a little more air under that, and Ethan probably would have been able to run underneath it. But
he had a 35-yard pass under pressure just standing there. I think Nick has a pretty decent arm.
Yeah, he does.
You know, not only can he shoot a basketball, but he can throw a baseball and throw a football. So it's going to be 3rd and 6.
We need to get it up here to be a manageable, potentially 4th down.
Isaiah's still out, so Nick Reed's in shotgun. Cole Silver to his right. Here's a snap. Short throw
there we go.
to
Come
Marshall.
on. Oh, he just didn't get the block. He
Marshall
tried to do the little bubble
couldn't
screen,
break free.
and we
They did
just
a little bubble screen, and
couldn't get the blocking out there that we needed.
I think
So
we're going to see our first punt of the day. So
yeah, I mean, you can't give him the ball here.
4th down and 7 right at midfield. Actually 35 for us. So
Yeah, it's a 35-yard line.
well, we'll see what happens here.
Fourth and 6. It looks like we're going
we're
for
gonna
it.
punt. Yeah, he looks. I think unless he's going to pooch it.
I
There's
mean,
nobody.
I hope he
there's
pooches.
nobody
I hope
deep.
he pooches it because then
There's
I just
nobody
hate for
deep
us
for
to.
Easton Valley
yeah.
here. So there's a
There
snap,
it
and
is.
Nick's going to pooch
There.
it. Oh, heck of a
Perfect.
kick.
Come on,
It's going to bounce
Dyer.
around the 5.
Yes.
It's going to stop right
And
at the
there's-
5-yard line.
Yeah. Good hustle there by Ethan Ty. Nice job. You can't give a high-flying offense
No.
that ball, and you're in
I'm
the
not gonna lie,
game,
I was a
6 to
little nervous
13.
there,
I
Carter.
know. I mean,
We came up like we
I
were running
know.
a play.
that was perfect, and that was a perfect play there because Easton Valley didn't have anybody back, so the ball just died, and he was able to not have to worry about a touchback. And it was good hustle there by Ethan Ty to get
It
down
was.
there.
I think Ethan thought that the 5-yard line was
So,
the goal line because
I
he
know.
dove at it
So
and
it's
he was on the 5.
Easton Valley is going to have the ball 1st and 10 on about the 6-yard line. They're spread out with 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. There's
Lucas
the
Gripes
snap.
out there.
They're going to do. Oh gosh, we almost had that knocked out. Did you see who was that? I didn't see.
There was 52.
Is that Brady Koba?
Brady Koba.
They just did a little pass straight to the sideline, and I thought Brady was going to knock that down.
They're trying to do a wide receiver screen, and
Yeah.
Brady on the defensive
Man,
end
that
with
would have
his
been a pick
hands up.
6.
Oh, he had nobody in front
He
of
wouldn't
him.
have caught it, I doubt it, but at
Oh,
least
yeah,
if he
he
had
would have.
knocked it
Brady,
down.
when you listen to this later, I believe you.
So they picked up about 2 on that. We had that covered. Our D-backs were out there. So 2nd and 8 for Easton Valley. They're coming to the right hand over here. There's a stop.
Oh, great.
And there's a flag. So
I think there's gonna
was
be a
that
hold
face
right there.
mask or a hold? I hope it's not on the Wildcats.
I didn't see
that
a
was
face
Cole
mask.
Silver and Keegan Kula.
We'll see what the call is here, but it looks like they're talking to our defense. Yep, holding on the offense. They're asking coach if he wants to take it. It's going to be half the distance to the goal if it is. Or third down. I think you kind of want to go 3rd down here, Garth.
Well, it's going to be half the distance probably, so, yeah, they're going to decline it,
Yeah, because it's going to be
Third
it was either going to be 2nd and
They
12
no
or
gain.
3rd and
Yeah, no
6,
gain.
7. Yeah, there's no gain.
So, about 7 it looks like they are. There was about a yard gain on that.
yeah,
and
you
it
already
would've-
got them inside the 10 on their own
Yeah,
side.
you're right at the 9-yard line, so, yeah, you almost have to. And if we can get a stop here, I mean.
Here's that double twin set. We'll see if they try to do any quarterback keeper out of this.
He's in the shotgun this time, so he stays back. And there goes Brady. Oh, and there's a
There's House.
pass to House, and dang, right across the middle, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
There
That was a nice
5
play.
guys trying to tackle him. That's
And I
that.
think Marshall's not going to bring that kid down by
He's
himself.
6'5", 240.
I know.
Marshall was hanging on, and he
Dang,
got hit
big
by
play
every
there
Wildcat.
by Easton Valley, and they're going straight to that hurry-up offense, and they've got 2 receivers on each side. There's a fake, and he's going deep. Come on, Nick.
Overthrow him.
He laid out, but
It was the out and go. So
Yep.
they pump faked, and then they went down
and
the
that's-
sidelines.
That's Farrell, who he was open. Nick was coming over there, but
Trent Camp overthrew him by
yeah,
about
Trent Camp
6
overthrew
inches.
him. So they're
Right off his
huddling up.
fingertips, though.
The Easton Valley is doing a little huddle sometimes, and then they are going quick, and so they are keeping the Wildcats on their toes. So they got split receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. In the shotgun, he's turning and looking. He's going to the right over there. Nice coverage by Ethan Ty, and is that?
Yeah, Ethan Ty. And
that looks like it looks like
34.
Farrell again, isn't that his name?
Yeah, and Ethan Ty and Draven Silver were in the tackle.
Yep.
I'm glad Trent Camp didn't look to the left side of Jargo. There was no one on
But
Jargo.
Jargo kind of, I think Jargo was a decoy that time. I kind of watched him. He just went and stopped.
He was wide open.
So they're going to go with the I formation. Quarterbacks for Trent Camp's going to be under center. He turns and hands it off to. Oh, we were in the backfield. Cole and there's Ethan Ty comes up from behind. Cole and Keegan were both in the backfield, but they just got blocked enough, and Farrell did a nice job. He saw him coming in, and he made a quick move to the left, and he was able to get outside a little bit. Now here's that hurry-up offense. No huddle. We've got Jargo to the left, and then the I formation. He's going to turn, fake the handoff, and he's going to House, and House was covered by
House was
Marshall.
wide open.
Marshall was right there.
Well, he was wide open.
He's just
Trent
so
Camp
big.
had to throw it too quick because Keegan was about to drill Trent Camp.
So
Trent Camp threw it sideways because Keegan
was right there
on him. Oh,
so it's going to be second. I know they don't have the marker turned, but it's going to be second and 10. There they go. Second and 10 from the Wildcat, about 27-yard line. So there's 4:51 left here in the second quarter. Wildcats need to get that stop or a turnover. Go in motion. They have a person in motion, and just he's in the shotgun. He's looking. He's going to take off up the middle, and there's a straight arm. And from behind, Cole Silver pushes him out of bounds. I don't know, did he pick up that first down?
Yeah, it looks like he did. Jack Kramer thought he had a hand in him, but he stiff-armed Jack.
He kind of stiff-armed him and got a couple more yards, and Cole came up from behind the play. Oh, he's short.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to spot him short. We've been pretty lucky with our spots.
So
far.
third and inches there.
Now the sideline judge over here is trying to call it a first down. He was marking first down. Well, it looks like they're going to look at it. 4:44.
They're going to measure. So it looks like timeout. 4:44 left in the second quarter. It's Easton Valley 13, Wildcats 6. Wildcats have had the ball 3 times, and the first time they had first and goal. Then we had 2 negative plays, and weren't able to convert. And then the second time we had it, we had a first and or second and about 1 at midfield, and then we had another negative play, and we just weren't able
fumble.
to. Yeah, and then we had to punt it. So, actually, I guess we did just have the
turned
ball,
over
and then we just
twice, and then punted once.
we've had a couple, but we've had some plays, and we just haven't been able to convert.
How many 8-man games have you seen in the last 3 or 4 years from us where we had 3 possessions in the first half?
Yeah, not very many. So they did give him a first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Easton Valley. We're at 4:44 in the second quarter, and so the Wildcats have to come. There's a handoff or a fake.
House is open. Touchdown House. I mean, he's wide open.
Yep, and Marshall's kind of looking around, so I'm not sure if there was a miscommunication. We've got extra defensive backs out there.
Hit
so
his chest like my bad.
Yeah,
I don't know if he maybe thought that he was going to be there at the safety position.
So unfortunately, there, Easton Valley comes back and gets a touchdown, and I'm guessing that they've kicked
Looks
extra.
Like they're going
they've
for
done
2.
extra points the last 2 times. They made the first one, missed the second one. So this time they're going to go for 2, and they're in that. They're in their formation where they have 2 to the right, 2 to the left, and their quarterback. And just Jack Kramer.
They just did a little under. Yep. They send the outside guy on a post, and the inside guy does an out route.
Yeah, and Jack just wasn't able to get there and knock it down. So there's the 2 points. So with 4:39 in the second quarter, it's going to be 21-6, Easton Valley. So the Wildcats, we can move it. I mean, we can do this.
Yeah.
I mean.
Before we go here, I'm going to thank Next Bank here. And Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right.
Garth, what do we need to do on offense here, you think?
Well, offensively, I think we've been doing really a nice job. I'd like to that last
pass a little more. Like I feel like
mix it in a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't think we need to get away from the run because honestly, we're controlling the clock. We're doing everything. We just need to keep the chains moving.
Isaiah kind of got knocked out on that one possession there, right? And then Nick, we kind of pretty much passed. And I'd just like to see us, kind of mix it up a little bit and maybe even throw when Isaiah's in there so that it's not as predictable, like, oh, Isaiah's in, run, Nick's pass. So looks like they've got, is that Cole back there again deep?
Yeah,
nope,
Vandevet, Cole, and Jack.
Yeah,
and
nice, like
Marshall's going to
this
catch it
time.
on the run. Nice return. He's out the 20.
There he goes.
He stays on his
Squirts
feet.
outside.
20, 25, 30, 35.
Nice return here with 4:31 left in the second quarter.
Takes it out to midfield.
Wildcats are going to get the ball in great field position here. So we've got to, again, take advantage of some of these things. We're making stuff happen on offense. It's just that we've hurt ourselves. And to be honest, Easton Valley has just, offensively have not made any mistakes.
Oh, there's a call here. They're going to get us for a block.
Oh, a block in the back. But it's from the spot of the foul.
I believe so, which I didn't see where the
but
flag
still,
is.
Is that 10?
Oh,
Yeah, so we're still going to be,
26 yards, 25, 26
it'd be
yard
nice
line.
to be up where we were, but we're at the 25, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 25-yard line.
Well, and, with that energy, like
Yeah,
that nice
so,
return, I think
Right.
It looks like maybe we can take a shot here. Nope, they're going to send Reed out right. Isaiah Dams in the backfield by himself. In the slot is Marshall Vandevet. Going to fake to him, Marshall. He's going to keep it to the right side.
Nice
He's
run.
open.
Come on,
Breaks through the
Isaiah,
line.
don't fumble. And 22.
Tackled hard by Easton Valley. Yeah, who is that? Hudson Felke.
Hudson Felke.
But not before he gains about 15, 16 yards. It's going to be first down right over midfield. We're in Easton Valley territory, Karth.
He threw him to the ground pretty hard.
He did. I think he was a little upset. And I think Isaiah might have run him over earlier in the game.
Well, Isaiah's kind of went out now a couple different times. He's taken some hard hits.
Yeah,
and it looks like he got
there.
it. Though maybe the wind knocked out of him a little bit there. He's kind of laying down, just trying to.
It looks like there's going to be a timeout. Is this a coach timeout or an injury timeout?
I don't know.
Nope, they're not. They were blowing it like they were gonna.
It's 4:20. Well, they stopped the clock for the injured player, so now they're winding it up. So we've got 4:17. Wildcats get a first down. Great run by Isaiah. He's going to come out here, and
here we go with trips left, and we brought in passing. Nick Reed's going to be in shotgun. Reed back. Ooh,
there it is.
Could have been a hole. He's open.
Oh,
might have been intercepted.
Oh, are they going to say intercepted? Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be an interception.
Dang it. I thought Ethan might battle him for it. Just
underthrew him by like a foot. Ethan had him by a step.
He was.
Nick was under a lot of pressure there. There was on that left side, and give the kid credit. That was a nice catch and interception by them. But and Ethan tried helping. He reached back, and they both had their hands on it.
We talked. Well, we have been doing a good job of throwing the ball, but it's like, we talked about like Cole. Use Cole maybe, and like mix it up just a little bit. But we'll see what happens here. We're still in it. 6:21, 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Wildcats need to make something happen. There's a screen pass out to the left, and
step out of bounds.
Yeah.
Nice tackle by Nick Reed. There's that running back.
Yep, there's Farrell. There's a screen pass to Farrell, and I thought he stepped out of bounds up. And Coach Myers is mad about something, so I don't know. It's kind of hard for us. I don't know if there's I don't know if he thought there was a hold or something.
Well, and here they go with the hurry-up offense again.
So they're 1st and 10, and they got the ball on the Wildcat 35. And Trent Camp's just going to take off with it again because the Wildcats, and he just goes down.
Nice tackle by Jack.
Yep, Jack is there, and
Jack Kramer and Cole Silver in on tackle.
We've got our 3 linemen, and they're getting some pressure, but they're not containing that middle. And Trent Camp's taking off up the middle and picking up. He got about 4 yards that time. So now he pitches it to Farrell. Farrell's going to the right. There's a bunch of cats over there, but it looks like he's going to get that first down.
It's like Koba
Cole Silver again's over there, and Brady Koba.
Yeah, nice tackle.
But it's going to be a first down. We really need to stop here. We turned it over. They had it probably about inside our 20, and now they've made some big plays, and now they're going with that hurry up. We need to make something happen on defense here.
Yeah, we need our own turnover.
And so they've got receivers. And he's in the shotgun. He's looking. He's getting flushed. He's looking. He throws it, and it's going to be out of bounds. That was good defense, and
Good job by
pressure.
Easton Ty.
Yeah, it was.
He pushed him out of bounds, and Porter Fuegan, he didn't like it. He kind of, well, he high-fived him after, but Porter didn't like getting pushed, but he's got his hands up in the air.
I mean, and he
Easton
was
just
right
shoved him out of
there.
bounds.
Yeah,
It was a
he
legal
didn't know
play.
he was gonna.
He didn't
miss.
like getting pushed out
So
of
it's
bounds.
going to be 2nd and 10. Big play there for the Wildcats defense, and kind of contained. They kept Trent Camp from running that time.
Yeah, and he went to his left, and McCarthy noticed the linebackers were there, so Trent Camp couldn't run anywhere, and he really didn't have anybody to throw to.
Yeah. So we've got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the bottom, and there's the throw, and it's the one receiver.
So Jargo's wide open.
And
Tackled by Marshall Vandevet.
I don't know what kind of defense, so I want to say, but he kind of got.
He had a
it's
cushion.
Like Jack released him, and then was that Marshall didn't? There was too big of a gap in between there.
Yeah,
and he was the only receiver
cushion
on that side too. So it's going to be. Are they saying 1st and goal? So they're saying first and goal from the 10-yard line. They're going up under center. Jargo's split out, and they're in the I formation. And he's going to fake it and hand it to the fullback. And that fullback's going to go in untouched. That's the first time we've seen that play tonight.
Yeah, that's Porter
and,
Fuegan.
That is not the way the Wildcats wanted to end the first half, but
yeah, we got a flag out at the 9.
There is a flag that's got to be holding. Yeah, perfect.
Wow, that was a big play.
Yeah, so there's 2:18, 21-6. That's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 20. That's the kind of break that we needed right there. So hopefully that gives the Wildcats a little life here.
Well, and see what we can do with that now. I mean, still first down, correct?
Yeah,
so
it'll be
first
and goal from. It's a spot foul, so it's 1st and goal. And it looks like they're going to have it on the 19 because it was obviously about at the 9-yard line where they called the hold.
Well,
so
I'd like to see Keegan Draven and Brady Koba.
Draven's not even in right now. I'm not sure why Draven's not in on defense.
Oh, who's in the middle? Is that Dustin?
Yeah,
Ferris
yeah, I think it's Dustin Ferris.
Really need to get some pressure on the QB.
There it is.
Cole
Come on,
at the
Cole,
sack.
get him.
Oh, he had him and lost him, and now Trent
dang it.
Camp's going to run.
Yes!
Oh, wow, incomplete to Jury.
Trent Camp went over the line of scrimmage.
What do we got here?
Trent
it's either
Camp,
going to be a late
that's
hit.
got to be lost it down. I think Trent Camp went over the line of scrimmage. He was.
I hope it's not a late hit.
I don't think it was a late hit.
They're
on who?
Trent Camp. We'll see
I
what
wonder
the officials are
where's
huddled.
the replay when we need it?
Well, my memory's not even that good, so I can't even go by that.
Well, the line of scrimmage is.
Oh, they're going to pick it up.
Oh.
I think you're right, Karth. I think they were going to call him for being over the line of scrimmage, and then they
saw
he wasn't.
He went right up to the 20-yard line, and the thing is that you can technically have your front foot in college anyway. Like I think it can be on your front foot can still be on the line of scrimmage as long as your body's behind.
Well,
but that was
really
close for these guys. Yeah.
So second and goal.
So now it's 2nd and goal again from the 19. Here we go. We've got there's
House.
Oh, nice play there by Nick going low on House.
Great tackle. Like that was 6'5" Reed and 6'5" House.
Yeah,
and they are definitely different.
6'5" House is 265 and 6'5" Nick is
165.
185. I think they have him as 165 and 185 for Nick. All right.
Yeah,
well,
like
here we
go.
go.
About 100 pounds.
It's third. It's 145. Easton Valley's huddling up. They're talking to their coach. He may be talking about a couple plays.
They might be letting the clock run down and try and score so that we don't have time to do something, which would be
ball's
smart.
on 11-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Now they're going to call timeout. They got the play clock down. I'm guessing is.
Well, they got third down.
Depending on what happens, my guess is they'll go for it if they get if they get inside the 10 there, down around the 5. My guess is that they're going to go for it.
We'll see what happens here. I know one thing, Karth, I've seen, like, we brought a blitz with Cole Silver a couple times.
Cole had him that one time.
He had Trent Kemp on that play.
I think it's slick out there a little bit, and that kind of favors the offense because the defense you're guessing where they're going to go. So.
Yeah, and Cole had him at a loss for about, that was going to be about a 10, 12 yard
Yeah, that would have
sack,
been a huge play.
Cole's hand was on the jersey, and his jersey spread out, and he just couldn't hang on to him. But, I like the idea of switching it up on defense a little bit because we've played that cushion.
Yeah.
But it's
bring
time to
some
send
pressure.
some pressure
Yeah.
once in a while. And,
Yep.
we've only
Make
sent
them
pressure.
think about it.
I think I've only seen 2 blitzes.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been timing it at the right time, and we had the right call there. Cole just couldn't get him.
Yeah. So they come out, they go to that 2 receiver set to the top and the bottom there, to the right and the left, and then Trent Camp's going to be in the shotgun. And he's dropping back, and he throws it this time, and that's
way
a bad
overthrown.
throw.
Nice.
I mean,
Marshall Vandevet took an opportunity to let Jargo know where he's at.
I mean, Jargo was potentially open, but I mean, Marshall was right there.
Oh, he was right there.
So I don't
Trent
know.
Camp just
but
kinda
it was
threw it
in the
away.
end zone. Or, yeah,
It was in the end zone, about 5 yards in.
So it's going to be 4th here now. I mean, they got to go for it. So the one thing is that we know is we got to wrap up. If they try to do something short, bubble screen or something,
or
like a
watch
lateral
house.
Or something, we got to make sure we're wrapping up.
And I'll tell you, watch house on this play.
Yep.
It's like they're going
Hopefully
jumbo.
they know where he's at. So
He's
they got
a big target.
triple receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, and Trent Camp's in the shotgun. We got 1:25 left in the second quarter. He's going to roll out to his right, and he looks for. Dang it! Jargo caught it. Man,
He threw it down low, and Jargo made a
threw it
shoestring
low,
catch.
He threw back across his body, and Jargo came in there and made a sliding catch. Almost looks like the first touchdown of the game when they just kind of slid in there. So that's
a tough.
That was a
right
tough
there.
one right there. 4th down and goal, and after the interception, and
27-6, 119 left, extra point here.
looks like
Carth, we have time on the clock. 119. We can get close enough. Marshall can kick it about 50 yards.
So they're going to go for 2 points here with the triple receivers to the right and the single receiver to the left, and he's going to do a bubble screen, and they get it over there, and
He walked
that's
in.
Farrell taking it in for the 2-point conversion. Our guys need to, we need to get together defensively and figure out some things, because it looks like we've got some guys looking at each other like, or who's doing this. And the unfortunate thing is that this is the only team that we play that passes like this, and so as a defense, we've only been practicing this defense, which is obviously isn't the normal defense that we play this week, and so there is going to be some of those breakdowns, but
miscommunication, not knowing who's there, because you
but
notice we
have
switched
to keep,
back.
Yeah,
We switched back, Carth, about halfway through the first half here. We had 2 down linemen going at him, and then we switched to having 3. So we started with 3, went to 2, and back to 3. So I think they saw that cushion wasn't. We need to get a little more pressure on the QB.
Right. The other thing too is, it's 29-6, and we've, it'd be great if we could pick up here, get a good return like we did last time, and maybe get it up to midfield or something. And
Something positive here going into halftime.
And go into halftime. We've had some success offensively being able to get some stuff done. So, we have
return
that.
one for the touchdown
Yeah,
here. Marshall's got it in him. He
Yeah.
about broke one last time.
Yep. So Marshall's back, and he's going to take it. It's
Here's
short.
Vandevet.
Take it at about the 5, and he's going to turn over to the left. And this time he isn't able to slip out around there. And so he gets it about to the 16-yard line. So
Yeah, right around 16.
So we got our work cut out for him. But maybe we can pull something out.
See what coach decides to do here. If he's going to air it out, or if he's going to run the clock and go into half. 20. We're down 23, which still is 3 touchdowns in 8-man football is nothing.
Oh,
We
yeah,
can do it.
for sure.
So we'll see if looks like coach is going to play a little bit smart and just say, hey, we're not going to try and turn the ball over. We're going to run the clock. They got Isaiah back there
Yeah.
with Cole
So
Silver right next to him.
114. Draven Silver's is a fullback. So
Direct snap to Cole. Cole's going to go up the middle. He's going to be tackled about a
Picks up-
3-4 yard gain.
Yeah, nice little gain there by Cole. I mean, why? The other thing is right now you can run the ball, but why not go
Keep
no
running.
huddle?
Yeah.
Just see what happens. Maybe you break it. I mean,
Now
Isaiah's
they're
had a
bringing Nick
couple.
Reed back in and Marshall
Yeah.
Vandevet, so might be going to air it out a little bit
There
after that
goes-
positive play. 52
Is
seconds.
Ethan
the clock's
going
running.
in? Ethan's going
They're
in.
going to switch Isaiah and
Yep.
Ethan.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
Isaiah's out. They
coming
got
out.
Ethan back in the backfield. So Ethan's a QB slot. Haven't seen this tonight. He hands it off to
Yeah,
Marshall.
that-
And Marshall's going to throw it. Reed's downfield.
Nice Nick.
Catch by Reed right at the 40-yard line.
They got to stop the clock here for the first down, and I'm thinking Coach might want to call a timeout. There you go, Nick. Nick's got about 10 inches on those D-backs, and there were 2 right on him, but Nick just went up and out jumped him, and just with his height, and just was able to go up and pull it down. And that, Marshall's done that before, so that was a good call. That was a great call. First down for the Wildcats at midfield. So we got 32 seconds left here. We've got one more timeout because remember we had to take that one when we had that defensive little miscommunication over there. So we've got one more timeout in our pocket, and 32 seconds left. And we've been getting open on our pass routes. So. Maybe call a couple.
Other than the interception that Reed threw, like all the other, I think he's what, like 5 passes maybe.
I mean,
all 4 of them were right on the money except for the interception.
Yeah, and he's got a couple drops. We've had some drops, but
here we go. Coming out of the timeout, we got twins left and twins right. Reed in the backfield all by himself. Here's the snap. Reed. A little bit of pressure. He's going to run on the throw on the run.
No,
might
he's
be
out of
intercepted.
Bounds. Out of bounds. Yeah, that guy back there. He was out of bounds.
They're going to call him out of bounds. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy over there the back judge called him out of bounds.
Well, Nick had a lot of pressure and he's rolling to his left, which is
hard.
Hard to throw. Now it looks like 27 seconds left. Karth, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. We're at at midfield.
Isaiah's
we need
back
to do the
in.
hook and ladder.
Yeah. Didn't Iowa do that against LSU or something? The
actually,
last play?
I just saw it this past weekend. I don't think it was planned, but there's a quick
screen,
a little bubble screen, and Isaiah just puts his head down, knocks some people.
That was Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan
with a nice catch.
Yeah, so here we go. We got 15 seconds left, and I guess
what are we doing here?
What are we doing? Call timeout, man.
11 seconds left.
So 10 seconds. I'm not sure.
Coach is going to call timeout.
So it looks like this is going to be probably the last play of the half. And
Karth, we are close to right around a 50-yard field goal.
Mm-hmm. But we can't stop the clock now. Unless you do something where you can get out of bounds here in less than 10 seconds, you got to throw something to the sideline, and if you can pick
third. Up. I know you don't want to. You don't want to give them 7 seconds left, but
if it's third down and you miss, you get another attempt.
Yeah.
You kick when it's 4th down normally, so yeah. But I
just know that Marshall's got a leg.
Oh, totally.
They're going to do trips right, tight. So right side trips in tight. Reed in the backfield, shotgun by himself. This will probably be the last play. Reed back, lots of time. Now he get him out of the pocket. He's going to run it.
Nope.
He's going to try and get out of bounds.
That's where.
Did he get out?
4 seconds left. Here's the thing: you get triple receivers. This is like where you just Hail Mary it and you get 3 receivers.
Yeah, and I think.
You just got to have them
sprint. What are they going to do here, Karth?
Sprint down the field. So if it's at the 30.
Where's Marshall? I think they're discussing what they're going to do.
There's Marshall right there, but that Keegan's, they don't have the T. They didn't take the T out.
Yeah, they T out. So I just know he's got a 50
this would be
50 yards, almost exactly 51.
34, that'd be over there.
So they're going to do double twins.
It'd be about a 50.
Reed by himself. 4th down, 4 seconds.
Reed's
got time. He lets it go.
There it goes.
Deep.
There's nobody there.
Wow, he threw that out the back of the end zone. But
there's just nobody
there.
It's
going to be the end of the half. So
that's where you do something short, man. Hook and ladder, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I like the idea of trying to field goal. Marshall's he said he kicks around. He can kick it about 50-51.
I wonder, with the footing.
I mean, you got just as good a chance to do that as you do.
You don't get anything right here. I mean, he makes it. It's like a huge boost.
So it is homecoming, like we talked about earlier. So here at half, we'll be announcing the homecoming king and queen.
I've got some bio information. So as as the students are getting introduced, we can
we could announce that too for them.
read
Yeah,
that
here.
off if you want to do that.
So,
So
for
we're
those
at
of you that are
halftime
watching,
here, yeah.
those
So
of you watching on the NFHS
yeah, they can see all
live,
this.
you can also see the homecoming king and queen in the court being introduced. Looks like looks like the court's walking down, and right now they're introducing Trey Hollib, and Alyssa Silver's not here tonight because she's actually in the
Riley
National
Malone.
Guard.
Yeah, she's.
So she's down at boot camp. I talked to her dad last weekend on the sidelines.
Yeah, I did too, and
he said that she's really enjoying it. It's tough.
Yep, tough, and she was homesick, but
Yeah.
but
she's
still
doing well.
hanging in there. Yeah, so
hello to Alyssa.
Trey and
if Alyssa's listening in, I'm not sure if she's able to
I don't
listen
know.
in, but
But
good job. Keep
Riley
it up.
Malone's
Riley Malone
stepping
sitting in for you.
You're going to read off their bio as they're being introduced.
Our next, we have Maddie Little, daughter of Buck and Jackie Little. Maddie's activities include 4 years of speech, 3 years of football cheer, 1 year of golf, 1 year of dance, 1 year of basketball cheer. I wonder if they can hear Denise in the back, if it's doubling up.
No.
So Maddie's future plans are to go to the University of Dubuque and major in psychology and become a pediatric therapist. Maddie is escorted by Nicholas Reed, son of Bill and Lisa Reed. His activities include 3 years of basketball, 4 years of baseball, 3 years of golf, 4 years of football, and 3 years of track. Nick's future plans include attending Emporia State University to pursue basketball and study academic administration. And tonight, Emporia State's coaches are here. I was told he did not know that, but one of the assistants came up. They called Coach Carlson and told him that he was going to be here tonight, so it was a little bit of a surprise. I don't think he knows about it right now. But
yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Elise Skelton is our next candidate. She's the daughter of Jill and Bill Skelton. Her activities include 4 years of student council, 3 years of National Honor Society, 4 years of dance, 4 years of volleyball, 4 years of track, 2 years of softball, 2 years of choir, 3 years of speech, 2 years of wrestling cheer, and 1 year of basketball cheer, and a partridge in a pear tree. Elisa's future plans are to attend Simpson College or Iowa State to major in psychology. And then Elise is escorted by David Warrington, son of Jennifer Warrington. His activities include 4 years of football, 4 of basketball, 4 of track, 3 years of co-ed dance, and 1 year of National Honor Society. David is planning on going to the University of Northern Iowa to major in finance with a minor in communications. Our next court is Dessa Bogart, daughter of Terry Waterman and Chuck Bogart. Her activities include 2 years of track, throwing shot put, received Artist of the Week twice, and had a collage piece go to state and receive first place. Big on special effects, makeup, and art. She has been on the honor roll 6 consecutive times. One thing I tell you, she made a shirt during homecoming. I don't know if you saw it, a SpongeBob shirt. She's amazing. It looked like, I'm like, wow, someone made this. She's like, yeah, I did.
Cool.
Dessa's future plans, she's going to go to Kirkwood to receive gen eds, and then she will continue on to Capri College to receive a cosmetology license for makeup. Matthew Suter is escorting Dessa. He is the son of Troy and Melissa Suter. His activities include 3 years of FFA and 4 years of choir. Matt's future plans include joining the workforce and keep working on his music. Paige McGovern is our next candidate, daughter of Renee and Chris McGovern. Her activities include 4 years of football cheer, 3 years of dance, 2 years of golf, 2 years of National Honor Society, 1 year of student council, 1 year of basketball cheer, and 1 year of wrestling cheer.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Paige's future plans include she's going to go attend University of Dubuque to double major in psychology and journalism, and she's actually graduating early.
Ah, nice.
So she's actually going to graduate in December and then go to Kirkwood for a little bit before she goes up there. So
there you go.
Paige is escorted by Isaiah Dam, son of Jessica and Chris Dam. His activities include 4 years of football, 2 years of track, 1 year of wrestling, and 1 year of golf. After graduating high school, Isaiah plans on working for CD Floors for a year and then going into the Air Force. And the last couple are Nevaeh Bowen. She's the daughter of Kim Lawrence and Larry Fox. Her activities include 4 years of track, 4 of dance, 4 of speech, 1 of debate, 4 of student council, recently elected president of student council. She's 4 years of NHS, National Honor Society, recently elected co-president of that. She's also had 4 years of football cheer and elected co-captain. She has 3 years of wrestling, cheer, 1 year of basketball, and I don't know if there's anything more that she could do.
Yeah, no kidding.
She's a busy girl.
She is.
Nevaeh is currently going to Kirkwood with our program, but her future plans are to attend the University of Iowa for pre-med with a major in English. She plans to continue her education at an out-of-state medical school. And Nevaeh, the last candidate with us, is Keegan Kula, who's the son of Ann Sarah and Tim Kula. He has been involved in 4 years of football, 4 of basketball, 4 of golf, 3 of track, and 5 of baseball. So he must have played as an 8th grader, which doesn't surprise me because
Nope.
Keegan's been like 40 since he was 10.
I know.
I hope you hear that, Keegan, later. You've been 40 since you were 10. I think you understand. Keegan's future plans include playing football somewhere in college and majoring in business with a minor in coaching. So congratulations to all the candidates. And I know she's announcing the winner, and I know who the winners are.
Oh.
So
Well, we can't give it out until.
they're actually together.
Your 2019 Homecoming King is Matthew Suter.
Matt Suter is the king,
Oh.
And your 2019 Homecoming
and the
Queen
queen is Dessa
is Dessa
Bogart.
Bogart.
So Dessa Bogart and
That's pretty
Matt
cool.
Suter. Yeah, I know Dessa is going to be, I knew she'd be pretty shocked.
Uh-huh.
Because
That's pretty cool.
when Dessa got it, she's like, really? I'm on the court? That's what she said to me, that type
You
thing.
know,
I'm like, Dessa,
She's kind of
very nice to people.
She's had a kind of a, hasn't been a perfect high school career. She left and went to, was gone for a little while, and some things
She
weren't
missed
going
us.
good,
She
and
missed us,
she
Carth.
came back, and I had her for track. She ran track,
Yeah, and
did
shot
through
put.
the foot, and if she would have really stuck to it, I think she could have actually done pretty well. But she's into art and that kind of stuff, so that's pretty cool, Dessa. And
Yeah, she's a kind of, she's so happy. She's in
Yeah.
tears there. So congratulations.
And
to
she's
them.
really picked up on her. She put down. She's pretty proud of it, and she should be getting 6 straight semesters of.
Oh, absolutely. And Matt was the first person I've ever had try to campaign to win.
Yeah.
He made a video about how you should vote for him, and usually folks like kids they just don't do that. And
Yeah.
Matt's just kind of a kid that's kind of fun like that, and he screwed around with it, and apparently well liked enough by his underclassmen, and voted homecoming queen or king. Sorry, Matt, king. But congratulations to those two. They'll be good representatives of us, and yeah, it's good stuff. And Dessa's good at makeup, thank God, because she's crying and her makeup's all messed up. So
Hopefully her makeup didn't run too bad there. So
yeah.
exciting
talk about
thing.
some football here, Carth. We got 8:52 left in the half of the break, and so far, if you had told me at the end of the first quarter what the score would be, I'd be like, oh man, how did that happen? Because what was it, 13-6?
Yeah,
Going in the
13-6.
second, we were in the driver's seat, and
Yep.
that interception was big, and we just can't stop them.
That's the thing is we did stop them the one time on 4 downs. Yeah, but we, like I said, we coming into this game. They're 5-0, but I mean it doesn't matter who you play, but when you are playing good teams, and I'm just listening to a podcast on the way here on what's the secrets for how I was going to beat Michigan tomorrow, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be no turnovers and being able to, control the line of scrimmage.
Washed up walk-ons?
Mm-hmm. Washed up walk-ons. If you're a Hawkeye fan out there, and if you haven't listened to the Washed Up Walk-Ons podcast, I'm giving it a shout out to that. It's awesome, and I'm already ready for the game after listening.
Ex-Hawkeyes, yeah.
And it's very interesting. It's not for young kids, and it's 3 former Iowa football players who were all walk-ons, and they all earned scholarships by the time they graduated, and one of them ended up being special teams captain, and so it's just they just have an insight, and they talk about how excited they are, and when they talk about how excited they are for the game, I get even more excited because I'm just a general fan.
Maybe we should start a Wildcat, washed up Wildcat. we can get. I know some recent graduates that would do that.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
bet you we get TJ and Gage and Niall and Diedrich. I bet you they would do a podcast.
But
with us.
it's pretty interesting because they have that inside, kind of know. Obviously they played for 5 years, and it's pretty cool to get their insights.
What did you hear
it.
them talking about today that you said that?
Well, I just said, they said the key is going to be turnovers, and Iowa and I don't want to jinx them, so I'm going to knock on wood, but they've had 1 turnover this year so far, and it's going to just be able to control the ball. Now, obviously, we have to step up and make some plays, and unfortunately, we're losing the turnover battle right now.
Not by much. I mean, 1-0, right?
Yeah.
So we have 1 interception. They have 0 turnovers.
Technically,
but we
had
fumbles,
we've had two big
fumbles.
plays that we were able to recover the fumbles, but they hurt in the sense that they took us out of very good opportunities. And
so it's like a penalty and a loss of down.
Yeah, exactly. And so we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot because we were at the 5-yard line. We get another touchdown there, and maybe we have at least 12 points, and that again that can be a momentum shifter. It's gonna when you're even with a team or just up by 1, your play calling is gonna be a little different than when you're up by 23 or 27 or whatever. So, but this is we kind of talked about this on last week. We weren't down. We were way more, and I was really kind of proud of how the Wildcats responded last week in the second half. I mean, going into halftime, it was 38-3. 38-3, and you could tell they were down. And same thing though, we went there and we were driving, and we just had some turnovers. So the guys have to have some confidence in themselves, and they just have to, square some of those things up and execute. It just comes down big plays, big games. Or you can watch college football, or last year, watching the Wildcats. We were able to execute and make the plays when we needed to make them. Make those big plays or get those big stops or whatever. And we didn't turn the ball over a ton. And like I said, we've got all new linemen. Last year. Now Coughlin is center, and I mean he'd been doing the center for 3 years probably.
Niall, TJ,
yeah.
Wyatt.
And so we got Brady Koba's center this year. It's his first time, being center.
I talked to him this week about that actually because he talked about his struggles.
He was on the line last year when he did get in. He didn't come even in as center, I don't think, did he? Didn't he come in the little bit of playing time?
Not center.
Yeah, he got a little bit of just was on the line.
This week I was talking to him at lunch, and I asked him about snapping the ball because those first 2 games were real rough. And he talked about the struggles he had, and he was actually sitting next to Ethan, and Ethan's like, yeah, he kept giving me crap, and he said, but they were talking about how it's hard to snap the ball, and doing that, it takes time. It's no different than a quarterback, and it's been he by now you can tell some of his snaps now. He's right there. Those balls that we dropped tonight, they're where they're supposed to be.
And the interesting thing is it kind of talking about this too. Big games, first time, and granted this is, the 6th game, but all of those kind of, bad snaps, if you want to say that, have come in a big key time where it's almost like he knows that he's putting that added pressure, and then he's getting it too high. It's almost like, Marshall misses the kick, misses the extra point, and then kicks it almost to the concession stand. And that's where it just comes down to
I think experience,
totally
that's why
experience.
You look at Turkey Valley. Turkey Valley had 13 seniors
13,
last
14
week?
seniors.
And
we
you
had
look at
5
this team,
seniors. They have 13, I counted. They have, or maybe it was 12. I counted tonight before we came out.
Yeah, and tonight, you look at it.
Those guys have been playing.
Trent Camp.
I mean, we were calling those guys' names.
House. Farrell, Trent Camp, House, and Jargo.
Yeah,
those are the guys that are
making the plays. And then I don't know who their center is, but he very well could be a senior too. And so it is a big transition, and it's just a matter of having the confidence in yourself and that you'll can do those things and not get down on yourself and that kind of thing. So we just have to, if we're gonna get beat, make it because we are playing our best basket football, and the other team's beating us because they're better than us,
And that is kind of what it is tonight. I mean, we had the 2 fumbles and lost, which at the wrong time, but right now Easton Valley's done everything the right way. They're not mishandling the ball.
Right,
they're
and
making
that's the
blocks,
thing.
they're making the plays.
They are. And
Trent Camp, we know what he can do. He's a really good quarterback. He's mobile, plus he can
But-
throw the ball.
And we talked about it too. Defensively, we don't know enough about what their game plan is. Obviously, they know they throw, and so we do have extra D-backs in there. We've got Nick, we've got Ethan and Jack and Cole Cole Silver's sort of playing linebacker, which he normally doesn't play, but I think he's trying to spy on the quarterback a little bit, and he's probably taking the short stuff. So it is a different defense, and I do think we're seeing a few miscommunications because it is something that we said they've had, 4 days to maybe 3 or 4 days to practice it, and that's just unfortunate that. And that's kind of the one thing that probably Easton Valley has going into a season, playing against teams when this is really the only team that plays this style of football. And so, we're getting up for teams that are more traditional, run the ball, throw the ball, out of maybe just.
Yeah, the district this year is a little, I don't want to use the word down, but because there's some really good teams. It's just, but what happened is there's not a lot of good quarterbacks out there. I mean, you think about it, like Turkey Valley, Easton Valley, and Nick Reed.
Yeah.
Like when you're looking at passing, and then everybody else. I think that's what's going on in we're playing the two high-flying offenses back to back. So you spend all week getting ready for Turkey Valley, and then the next week you go Easton Valley. It's tough.
And Turkey Valley threw the ball, but they also like to run the ball. They kind of they were pounders a little more.
They were more traditional, like pro style, pound the ball and then drop back and throw.
Pass.
These guys are definitely run the ball. Trent Camp, get them out of the pocket.
And we don't. And just think of how, in college when teams had to prepare for some of those teams that initially, when the game kind of switched to what, Easton Valley's doing. And
Iowa going up against Iowa State, which
Iowa
they
always
passed,
struggled.
now they're going to Michigan, and it's going to be more traditional.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate that, you come up against a team like this that does have a way different style, and it does kind of force a little bit in your game plan.
You better to play them the first game of the year.
Almost, because then you can at least have some extra practice against it and then come out. So
we're going to wrap up. There's about a minute and a half left. The
then
marching band, I want to give a shout out to the marching band.
Yeah, they did a great job out there.
They did a great job, and they had the Batman song. You notice they've got we're 18 strong.
Yep.
And when everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
And we got about. We're trying to make the shape of a Batmobile.
Yep.
With 18, and then they have the wheels go.
That was cool.
That's pretty cool. Great job to the marching band and directed by Mr. Maury. Hi, Lily. Lily was a big-time. Lily Kramer's waving to us here. Lily's a big-time kicker on the kickball team this week for homecoming activities, and won one of the innings, Carthen. We had a kickball game instead of Powder Puff because it rained this week. So, the parade got canceled, which was a drag, and Powder Puff had to go inside, but they played kickball, 5-man or 5 base they call. But Lily's got a good leg. Yeah. You should go out here like she compete with Marshall, kicking some field goals.
But right before we get started here, I was starting to say is I just really liked the effort that our guys did come back and play with in the second half against Turkey Valley, being down, 38-3, and we did come back and we actually got a touchdown, and we did move the ball a little bit.
It was 10-7 in the second half.
Yeah, and so hopefully the guys can come out here with that same determination and can take advantage of some of the mistakes.
So that's going to be a big. I mean, it's a drag, but if we can get a turnover or something like that, turn it into 29-13. You never know what's going to happen. So
exactly. So Marshall's going to go ahead and
Marshall's going to kick it off here. Yeah, they're going to be going. Marshall Vandevet's kicking deep to Jargo, and can't tell who that other guy is back there. But
there's a
Marshall
kind of a
short.
squib, and it goes.
They're going to pick it up, and he's going to go across the 20, the 25.
There's a nice hit.
Nice hit by
There's Ethan Ty.
Ethan, Ethan and Cole kind of remind me of each other. They're not afraid to stick their nose in there.
Ethan had a really good defensive year last year. He wasn't used as much on offense. He was pretty much just a defensive player. And he was a big hitter last year.
He can mix it up.
Yeah. And so
he plays bigger than his size.
Exactly.
I can tell you that, Ethan.
Yeah, so him and Cole, they're going to hit some people. So the Easton Valley's coming up here. They got it 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line. They got triple receivers to the left and a single receiver to the right, and Trent Camp's in the shotgun, and here comes a little bit of pressure, and he had to get rid of that quick. Keegan was right there. Brady Kuba was putting a little pressure on, and he had to throw the ball way before he was ready to, and so it's going to fall incomplete. The receiver didn't have time to make his break there.
Keegan, see him say something like, I think Keegan let him know, like, hey, I'm coming for you. I think Keegan's pretty good at letting the other opposing team know he's there.
Yeah. So
he's not going to go quiet in the night.
Second 10. This is what the Wildcats need. Need a big stop here on this first possession. So Trent Camp pitches it to Farrell. Farrell's going to get to the outside, but he's knocked out of bounds. And there's got a flag. There's going to be a hold, and they're going to take this one. You got to put him back. It's 3rd and 9, but I say you got to take it. Myers' point. He's taking. You got to put him back. Just with 3rd and 9, they gained about a yard. Our defense did a great job of stringing it out, and I couldn't tell. Yeah, I couldn't tell who knocked him out of bounds. So we're going to take that. No, it's going to be second. It'll be second.
Or second and 20. Yeah.
So it's going to be second down, and the ball's going to be at the Riverhawk about their own 17-yard line. So second and 20 here, and we'll see. They're under center with just the I formation, and he's going to fake that, and he's going to look down the field, and he's got pressure there from Isaiah, and there's Brady. Trent Camp's going to take off. There's a block in the back, but I don't think they threw a flag. And he knew it, too. He knew it. He put his hands up like,
Yeah, Trent Camp scrambled. It was a broken play because they were trying to find House down here. And they couldn't get House because we had him double covered. And
but the defense did a good job of, as soon as Trent Camp did commit, he had to do a lot of zigging and zagging. And we were able to come up there, and he gained about 8 of those 10 on the penalty. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 here. And, again, they've got their 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. And Trent Camp's getting there. He goes up. No, Keegan was ready for that time. And he's still running around, and he throws it, and it's intercepted by Nick Reed.
Nick Reed,
yes.
What a great play by Reed.
Nick read that, and we had decent coverage over there.
He scrambled for 10 seconds.
Yeah, he was running around, and Nick did a great job of going with him.
He stepped right in front of the passing lane, and, the pressure
right
created that because Trent Camp
was going to be a close play anyway. I mean, we had a Wildcat right there, and I don't know if he would have had first down, but it would have been pretty close to the first down if he hadn't. So there's that big break that the Wildcats need, and we need to take advantage of this. We got 1st and 10, Mac, and we are in Riverhawk territory.
Yeah, here's the time. These are the times that you maybe take a shot down.
And here's what we were talking about. We got Nick and I take that back.
Nick's going to throw a bubble screen to Marshall Vandevet. He's going to be getting about 8, 7.
45, I think, is that Wade Yoder. It looked like Wade missed that kid. If he could have, he was looking around. It's hard. So I know it's hard sometimes to see, but it looked like there was a guy if he could have got that block, but hey, it's a nice
bubble
gain.
Screen, good gain. It looks like they're gonna call it 6. So 2nd down and 4. Looks like Nick's gonna step out, and they're gonna bring Isaiah back in.
And they got Cole Silver in the backfield along with Draven.
Yeah, Isaiah's in the backfield. Here's a snap, direct snap to Cole. They're gonna go to the right side, and he's gonna get close to a first down.
They're gonna just call him just short. Cole, he's like kind of a little shifty guy. He gets behind Keegan there,
and he's right behind Draven and Isaiah, and
it's hard to see him. Yeah. So here's this. This is 2-down territory now. At this point, we're 6 to 29. We're at 10:25 left, and we got 3rd down and about 2 here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, short 2. So we got Isaiah in the backfield again. Look with Cole. Looks like we're going to stay with the jumbo. We're taking our time. There's a snap. Almost fumbled, but Isaiah made a good play, and
he's not going to get it though.
A little bit short.
Every time we just need that.
That was the time that the snap was wide.
Yeah, it was low, but at least this time Isaiah watched it and
he did. He watched it all the way in his hands. He did a great job.
So it's going to be 4. He gained about a yard there. The play did get strung out a little bit.
We got a pretty good spot there.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4th and 1, and they're taking Isaiah out. I wish they'd keep him in.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. We got
We got Nick's back in. Looks like we're
Nixon.
going to have the trips. We usually in this situation we run with the.
Oh,
we are. We're.
dang.
We got Ethan.
Ethan Ties in the
Ethan
back
Ties in
with.
the backfield
No,
with
we
Marshall
got
Vandevet in
Keegan
the slot.
Kula's under center,
Keegan's going to do a.
and
they did-
Keegan's not going to
Oh, he
get it,
fumbled.
and then there's
It's
a
a fumble.
fumble.
That's going to be picked up by Easton Valley, and if it's no flag, it looks like it's going to be a touchdown Easton Valley. So
I don't know if he was down.
I don't know what happened. Keegan's looking at the refs, giving like what's going on. It looked to me like they were.
Like they're
they
giving
put
it to him.
Keegan under center.
They
and
put
was just gonna
Keegan
do
under
a
center to
sneak.
do like a quarterback sneak. I don't know. That's 4th and 1. I feel like you almost just need to run a regular play.
Yeah, they looked like they were trying to trick him. Like Ethan was in the shotgun, but Keegan was under center.
And then evidently
I don't know
before
what happened
Keegan
there,
went
if he
down,
fumbled or if they got stripped or
he gave it. Yeah, it's a
But I
touchdown.
mean, did you see the snap?
I didn't. Yeah, Keegan took the snap.
He did have it.
And he got lambasted. It looked like they knew that, and that's the other thing is, looked like they've seen us do that, and it looked like he got knocked backwards, and he got
Yeah,
fumble, and so
we might have got. Yeah, we just looks like we tried something new and it did not work out.
So unfortunately, Keegan fumbles and he picked it up and they return it for a touchdown. They're going to give him the touchdown, and Farrell's going to run in. So
yeah, and Farrell goes in easy.
there's
for
the
a 2-point
touchdown.
conversion.
So the Wildcats have the interception, and
Or fumble recovery.
well, they had the interception and had it in great field.
the Wildcats intercepted the ball. Yeah,
in good field position, and then we get a 4th and 1, and we just aren't able to execute that play. And there we talked a little bit about the execution. So unfortunately, with 9:50 left in the 3rd quarter, it's 37-6. Easton Valley's ahead.
So next bank, from your local checking account to your first car, your first mortgage to retirement, and all the money matters in between. Next bank people relate because they're your people. They're in your community, sitting beside you at the kids' games, working local fundraisers, and shooting the breeze at the grocery store. Start building the banking relationship of a lifetime with Next Bank, conveniently located at Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, and Coralville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. I want to thank Next Bank for sponsoring us all the year, not just in football and volleyball, but also during basketball season and softball and baseball season as well. So I want to thank Next Bank. Cards, here we go. They've got one of their 3 250-pounders
kicking off.
Looks like Vandevet's going to be deep, and
we've been getting some decent returns. We've had some, he doesn't kick it in the end zone. So
Marshall with a little bit of a move gets out to about the 16-17 yard line. So the Wildcats will take over.
Not terrible.
Wildcats will take over down 37-6. This is gut check time.
Yeah.
We talked about at halftime. We'll see what they do and come out. If they're like Turkey Valley, are you going to lay down or are you going to fight? And sometimes you're not necessarily, you're just trying to get back in the game and maybe playing for
pride.
pride
really,
in the rest
right
of the
now,
season.
yeah. I mean, the other thing is that this is the 6th game. We still have 3 more games.
Absolutely.
And we have 3 winnable games. And so, you're playing for pride, you're playing for a good record, a winning record, and just to get better. You just want to get better.
So Nick Reed with the carry there, the designed quarterback run, and he kind of juked around for a little, maybe gained a yard and a half, something like that.
Looked like maybe a broken play.
He did a fake.
And
ran
then
the fake, and
there wasn't anything there.
Unless they were supposed to hand off, he just didn't, but almost seemed like a design run for Nick.
It's going to be 2nd down and 9 at about the 19.
Yeah, Isaiah's going to be in shotgun. He's going to fake to Marshall, and he's going to follow him around the right side. He's going to run into Marshall, and he's going to be tackled by a couple of Easton Valley.
Yep. Picks up about 3, maybe 4 on the play, so not too bad.
Yeah, there really wasn't anything there. We tried spreading it out in a sweep and just could not get to that point where we could find a hole. Our blockers were there, but Easton Valley had about 6 or 7 guys all inside that same 2-yard line. So Wildcats got 3rd and 7. We've got Isaiah in the backfield. Nick Reed split out left. They're going to fake to Marshall. Isaiah's going to keep it, run up the middle, probably about a gain of 3 or 4. He's going to be short, so we're going to have 4th down and probably 3 or 4 yards. So the Wildcats are going to have a decision here. They're down 37-6. But we'll see what happens. Looks like coach might. Well, we'll see. We got the same offensive group out here. So Nick Reed's going to split out left. Looks like we're going to be going for it. So from our own 25, we're going to go for it. Isaiah's in the backfield. He's going to keep it, go left. Not a lot of room, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Oh, we got a flag on the play. Might be a hold. Looks like it's in the holding area. Yeah, they're going to call a hold. I would imagine they're going to decline this. It'll be a turnover on downs. Yeah, Easton Valley coaches calling decline. So with 7:43 left here in the third quarter, we're going to turn the ball over on our own side of the field. And Carth, that couldn't have gone any worse.
That's not what we wanted. Yeah.
I mean, I understand going for it. We did basically a jailhouse
I would have
sweep
almost
left.
liked to maybe do that pooch kick again.
Yeah,
I know.
We ran to the short side of the field too, which
it
maybe
makes
we
it
were thinking
harder.
We'd catch them off guard.
A little less defense on that side versus the other side.
Yeah. So here we go. Easton Valley takes over, up 37-6.
So they have a single receiver to the right. They got a guy in motion. They're going to pitch. And, there's a nice hit by Marshall.
He
It
didn't wrap up.
spins him, though. Yeah, he just hit him.
He hit him. He just threw his shoulder into him. But looks like number 8, that Porter Fuegan, he had a touchdown earlier this game. And they got some juniors here, Carth, that you can tell they're involving some of the younger kids, too.
Mm-hmm.
So Easton Valley's going to run the clock here.
So
7.
it's going to be first and goal from about the 7-yard line here. There's a snap and a pitch. There's a sweep to the left. Oh, Cole Silver just comes up out of the backfield and just knocked him out of bounds.
Well, it looks like Gavin Raby. Like it's the first time we've called him, and he's 5'8", 135, and Cole says, "Oh, I can
finally
size him up."
Yeah, he was aggressive there, and that's what I'm talking about. Cole's really.
Oh, he can hit.
He's his speed has picked up, and
absolutely
he's doing a great job in the defense back there.
And he's not afraid to get his shoulder down and put his nose in there.
Yep. So, now what are we doing?
We've got wonder if there's some
officials are stopping the clock.
Almost
there's
looks like
7:13 left.
Procedure.
Nice.
You know what it was? The center. The center moved the ball.
Yep. So we'll take that.
Hey,
so now it's going to be second and goal from. That's a 5-yard penalty. So.
About 15.
Was that 15? No, the 9.
How are they doing? The 10?
Wasn't it? No, I don't. Well, it's just a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty.
No,
they were walking
he's coming
it off like it was 10.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, second and goal from the 10. He fakes. He passes it. And
Jargo's open.
Nope, he got knocked out. Oh, I thought Cole might have got him before he got the touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like,
that was a
Marshall and Jack Kramer in on that. But
Jack had the coverage, and he just couldn't.
Jargo did a little 5-yard out, and he's quick.
Yep, and
Remember
Jack
him
got
in basketball at point guard.
Yeah,
he's a quick little dude.
Just on that out, that just was enough separation between him and Jack. And
he's 5'6".
Yeah.
Jargo's 5'6", 140 pounds.
Yeah, he's quick.
So
it's 43-6 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the Riverhawks have lined up to go for 2. And they're in the triple receiver set, and there's about the same play.
Keegan almost got his hand on it.
Yep, same play, and this time it's in front of Ethan, though. Ethan Ty, and I think that wasn't Jargo, though. They just They just do that. Our receivers are playing off the line of scrimmage, and all they're doing is they're running down to like about where our receiver is, and they're doing an out.
Yeah, right in front of him.
Right in front of him, and maybe we need to try to get up and just slow them down a little bit off the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you jam them up in the.
Just to throw that, because that's just a rhythm pass right there. It's just like, okay,
5-yard out.
Yep, I'm going to take 2 steps, 2-step, 3-step drop, turn and throw.
Oh, and you're on the 2-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
We were giving them about 7 yard cushion.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I get it.
Coach Myers huddles everybody up, and this is where playing for pride and playing to get better for next Friday. And so we'll
it's
see.
Your homecoming.
Yeah, it's your homecoming
where
game.
You want to put some points on the board.
Yep.
And, obviously we're down big, but you know what? You can still score a couple touchdowns.
Oh,
get it
yeah,
close,
7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
You never know what can happen. There's a lot of time left. Like maybe if there's 7 minutes left in the game, but there's a whole quarter left here. So
exactly.
Let's see what happens. Marshall Van de Vet picks it up, clean pickup. He's
there
going
we
to
go.
go.
Come on,
10,
come on, get outside.
15.
Oh, we didn't have any blockers out there. This is where mentally, you've got to still play all.
There were 6 guys tackling Marshall.
Yeah, they got
last
through.
I knew, we play 8-man football,
Yeah.
which means that there were only 2 guys that got blocked on that play, and 6 guys tackling you. That's like 7. That's over 75% of the team. Like, come on, Marshall.
Yeah,
Marshall needs some help here, and I think this is also this is a time where maybe you don't have the fire that you've had in the past.
Yeah.
But guess what? Marshall wants you to have that fire up front. So Nick Reed's in the backfield by himself, trips right. He's going to throw a little out route to Isaiah.
Nice.
Nice catch by Isaiah.
Nice. And that's not a bad thing. Isaiah, we talked about coming into tonight's game. He's our best running back. I mean, he's got by far the most carries of anybody on the team, and obviously rightly so. After last season, he was a 1,000-yard rusher.
Heck of a runner.
And our second leading rusher last year. And so, he's going to be featured this year. And, why not kind of change things up and use him out of the backfield a little bit?
On our stats, he has 2 catches for 17 yards, and he's at I believe that's his second catch tonight. He's almost doubled. I think he had one out of the backfield earlier.
Oh, I was thinking that was there. He comes out of the backfield
But, I mean,
again.
a heck of a play. They were going to go deep. Reed looks deep to Ethan and Ty, and it looks like there's a hand in by the defense.
Yeah.
Man.
That was close.
Ethan thought he was going to make a nice play. Ethan did a good job of adjusting. It was thrown a little bit
outside.
And wide, yeah.
So
Man, it's just we're having a hard time getting our feet set. Nick's having a hard time. Sometimes he's under pressure, it feels like. He really hasn't been comfortable back there all night. So 45-6. Clock's winding, 5:24, 5:23 here in the third quarter. Marshall Van de Vet is going to spread out left. Reed's in the backfield with Isaiah Dam next to him. Reed drops back. He has a little bit of time.
Oh, there's a
Throws
nice
across
play.
the middle.
Oh, there's a nice play.
Looks like, who is that?
Marshall ran a nice route.
Isaiah.
Yeah, that was
There he
Isaiah.
is.
Yeah.
So he's already doubled the number of catches he has.
Yeah. But you know what? This is, we got to pull out all the stops right now.
Absolutely.
You got to, and why not? It's just kind of like, any team, especially in high school where, even in college, sometimes, some of those best running backs, they talk about going to the next level, and it's like, can they catch out of the backfield?
Yep.
Because if they're more valuable if they can do both those things versus just run.
Put your head down and run hard, yeah.
Yeah, so Isaiah showing us a little bit that he can do that.
Reed in the back, fakes the handoff to Isaiah and under pressure and has to throw it away.
Marshall cut his route off short.
Nice job by Nick, though, to throw it away because he was under pressure, and I think he just kind of looked like he kind of just threw it away because he didn't really have anybody throw it.
because Marshall had curled in, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. We've got the ball at the Riverhawk, or at our own, I should say, 26-yard line. So we got 2nd and 10, 4 minutes to go.
I was wondering why the clock was running in 35 points. So for those of you
continuous
listening
clock.
that don't know the rules with that, once it's 35 points or more, it's a continuous clock running.
But this, realistically, we're probably in 4-down territory. So, let's try some things. Move up, Nick. There you go. Nick's
Reed,
moving up.
Nick Reed takes the snap.
Ooh,
and
that's there. Late hit.
Gets
out
hit
of
right
bounds.
on the sidelines as he goes out.
Down.
And, Nick's holding
good.
his head. We'll see what happens here. His helmet's off.
He's all right.
He's not.
He's not happy.
Well,
he got a late hit. They called it. They called it.
We had a little bit of extracurricular last year, if you remember, with a few late hits from Easton Valley. And remember, Keegan got kicked. He got cleated. And, you never want to. We understand the passion of playing, but, we don't need that. There's no place in the game for dirty plays.
Exactly.
And
so
I think right there it kind of looked like the kid didn't really see it. It didn't look like he was targeting him. It didn't look like he hit him.
I think
he hit him about
hopefully
a
he just
step
got
out.
the wind knocked out of him. He's just bent over a little bit here. He got up and walked around.
Yeah.
And I think it is bent over getting the wind knocked. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
looked
he just
like
got.
he looked
Hopefully,
like
he just got the
hit
nick.
because there was one
Yeah.
already engaged.
And he
with
kind
him.
of fell awkwardly on the ball too. Sometimes they do that. So Nick's
Isaiah
out.
with the
And
keeper, and
Isaiah
Isaiah
gets his
breaks
direct snap.
breaks the first
Yeah, go
tackle,
ahead.
and he gets about 8 yards. He gets about 8 yards on the carry. And Carth, I thought he was going to break one.
I did too.
What's the longest run you think he's had today? About that?
Well, no, he had that one.
Oh, yeah,
where
had
he
about a
did-
20-yarder.
I would say, yeah, probably 20.
We haven't had that big breakout though, you know. But to give credit to them, they've got team speed.
Yeah.
We didn't let people have big plays last year.
Yeah, and we don't have quite the size on the line that we did last year, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, he's got to break 4 tackles instead of just 2.
Right.
So looks like Isaiah's going to stay in. Direct snap to Isaiah. He's going to fake it to Marshall, kind of.
There
He's
he
just gonna
goes. There
keep
he
it.
goes. Oh, Jargo
Ooh,
came
nice
in
play.
low. If that wouldn't have been
Man,
Jargo.
if he got past Jargo, there
Yep,
was no one
but
behind
that's a
him.
big first down for the Wildcats.
Gain of about 8 yards.
Yeah.
Nice little play by
Yep.
Isaiah. You know
Yep.
what? I'll tell you what. We're moving the ball, Carth.
So
It'd be nice to get a touchdown here.
exactly. So we've got the ball right on the 25-yard line. We got 2:20 left in the third quarter. Wildcats need to get a score here.
At least for, let's see, 35, 45. Yeah, we get it to, so it's not continuous clock anyways.
Right.
So Isaiah direct snap again. He's going to fake it to Marshall. They're going to keep it.
There
He's
he
going to keep
goes.
it back to the left side.
Oh, nice block
hit.
by Ethan Ty. Takes out
He's going to stay
Jargo.
on his feet.
Go take it in.
Is there a flag or a whistle? There's no flag.
No, that should be a touchdown.
What's
Did
the
he
call
step
there?
out of bounds? I didn't see him step out of bounds.
I guess they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds.
Oh, my
Ethan
gosh.
Ty hit Jargo and
I do
busted
not
Isaiah.
I did not see
I don't know
that.
what happened right there, but something happened. Coach just said something to Isaiah and sat him. Wonder what's going on.
I don't know
here.
what happened there.
There's something.
I don't know.
That's
That's about 4
weird.
rushes in a row, and he's had a couple. That was
Well,
weird. I thought he had a
Reed and
touchdown.
Isaiah are out now, so
Yep.
we've got Ethan Ty at quarterback. He's going to take the direct snap. He's going to fake it to. Oh no, he's going to hand it to Marshall Vandevet off
Marshall
the right side.
gets by.
Oh, look at Marshall. He's
still-
staying on his feet. Look at
Nice,
that.
Marshall Vandevet. There
He
we
had
go.
3
Come on.
guys on him.
Yeah, let's go.
Marshall is. Let's see.
He
how much
wasn't
we
going
list
down
him
that
at.
time.
He had 3 guys on him.
So we
He's
got a first
5'7",
down.
118.
We got a first. He got a first.
He looked like Isaiah Dam on that one.
Yeah, he got a first. We got a first down.
So now
And-
we've got Isaiah Dam and Nick Reed both out of the game. So something happened. Nick is. I hope
Well,
Nick's
Nick,
isn't something
they were
permanent.
they were checking. Yeah, they might not be put. Well, they might not be putting
Yeah.
Nick back in. He doesn't have his helmet.
Oh, Marshall's going to get offside.
Marshall.
You know, if he stays in motion and keeps
I
going,
think he would have
he's
been
not
okay.
offside. So Marshall, looks like Marshall went early, but he could have just kept going in motion, but he stopped and came back, and that makes it offside. Because if you go in motion, just keep
Right,
going, and
just
it
keep
becomes
going.
a busted play.
Well, it's 1st and 15, and we have the ball on the 16-yard line. So Isaiah Dam's going back in.
Yeah, Ethan did a nice
Yep,
job when
yeah.
he was in there, but
Yep.
yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was after Isaiah had what we thought was a touchdown
Well,
run.
I
It
just
kinda
wonder if he
goofy.
needed a blow or something.
Well, Coach said something to him, so I don't know what.
yeah.
Isaiah's going to keep it. He's
There
going to
he
go off the right
goes.
side, wide open.
Oh, he hurdles! Nice
Hurdles
play.
the defender. What do we got here? We got a
There's a
flag. What are they going
flag.
to call? You can't do that?
2 flags.
3 There's a bunch of flags that come flying in. Isaiah hurdles the
The-
defender.
And then he took it 2 steps.
Is
and
that illegal? Is it illegal to hurdle the defender? I don't think it is. I'll tell you what, Cartha, I haven't seen that in high school.
That's
That looked like
crazy.
that looked like an NFL play.
Yeah.
Isaiah
He
had a
hurdled, and then he came
wide
down, and he
open
was
for
able to
about 10
slip
yards,
around.
and he never went down.
Yeah, he slipped around, and here comes the official.
It's a touchdown as of right now, with flags on the play. There's something about
What did
holding him on the ground.
Who?
The official makes it look like someone blocked him and held him
Oh, for
down
God's
on the ground.
sakes.
I think he's saying they blocked him and then held him on the ground.
Like
you
he
kidding
knew
me?
Isaiah was going to. So they're calling that a personal foul. That is ridiculous.
They called it personal foul or holding?
It looked like they did a personal. Well,
If it's still first down.
they're moving it back further now.
Yeah, they're going to call it a hold. That's just a hold. 10
And you know
yard.
what the
so
thing
they're
is?
calling it down where Isaiah was.
How do you know as a defender if somebody?
What if he
you're
lays on
blocking?
him?
Yeah, you're blocking
you can
somebody.
lay on him. Is that what you want to
I
do?
mean, and it's way down the field like that. So
well, anyways, it's first down and 20 now.
No,
Isaiah's going to keep it and gain about, I don't know, he's got 6 guys tackle him.
So it's that was first down. So it's 2nd and 20. That was weird.
The only thing we can say, folks, is it's weird. Hopefully
That
those
was
of you
weird.
guys listening have the
Yeah.
video so you can see.
So
I want to watch the video later
Yeah,
to
no
see
kidding.
what that call was.
So that's the end of the third quarter. It's 45-6. The Wildcats have technically had, I think, 2 touchdowns taken off the board.
Both of them by
with
Isaiah.
with that block, with Ethan Ty sprung Isaiah, and they made it sound like, or I didn't
Yeah.
see him step
Ethan
out of
had
bounds.
Ethan had a great hit on Jargo that freed him.
And
that
they
was,
said they must have said he was out of bounds. I didn't see it. I thought he
I
had
didn't- I
plenty
would
of.
imagine a whistle blew because you notice how
Oh.
Isaiah kept going and everyone kind of
Yeah,
stopped.
and then
Congratulate Macy Ayers,
and
who will be representing Central City.
Oh, and by the way, folks, right now Macy Ayers made the all honor state dance team.
nice.
Congratulations to Macy.
Yeah.
Macy's a great kid, and it's cool to see her. She's emotional. You can tell she's pretty happy. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So she'll be
that's
representing
cool.
Central City down in Des Moines, I believe, during state
State basketball, isn't it?
basketball. Yeah. So what a great
Yeah,
kid.
so it's been this offensive
That was weird.
thing has been weird. Yeah, so we
I
thought
still
we had
don't
a
understand
touchdown.
that call. Like
and
you
then-
blocked him to the ground and you're holding him
I
on
mean,
the ground.
just I mean, if you
you know what I mean? Like what the heck?
finally the seniors
Oh,
are
who
the
won?
winners of the floats.
Congratulations.
We should have won it for the last 3 years, and we've always
The
gotten ripped
seniors
off.
won the float contest, and just for the record, I voted for them even though I don't have a vote because they gave me cookies.
There goes Isaiah around to the left side.
Okay, so Isaiah Dam picks it up. Like, what did he gain cards? About 3 or 4. So
yeah.
it's going to be 3rd and 15, 16, something like that.
We're going to have to somehow throw out of this, and so I don't know if you're going to have to do
Nick's
a
got his
halfback.
helmet off. It
Yep,
looks like
it doesn't
he's
look
done.
like he's coming back in.
I hope it's not a concussion or something. That
It
makes
could be
me
just
nervous.
for a precaution. But we were going to have to do something. I don't know who the JV
They're
quarterback
keying on,
is.
They're keying on Isaiah
Yeah.
now. So.
So and especially we're 3rd and long. You know, somebody's got to got to try something here.
Yeah, JV is Lucas Greif.
Oh, okay. And
Isaiah's
there's the
gonna hand it
handoff
off to Marshall.
Marshall, and there's going to
Ooh.
be a flag, probably
I hope
holding.
it's not a hold. It's going to be a hold.
Yeah, they're probably going to decline that because it's going to be 4th down and long.
I'll tell you what, we might be in Marshall field goal
Yeah,
territory.
for sure. That yeah.
You know, we're at
Especially if
We're
they
about the 20.
especially if they where's the marker over there?
what's this? Personal foul?
Unsportsmanlike conduct?
What is
What was that? Oh, they declined it. Yep.
So someone must have done
I don't know
something
what
they
happened
didn't
there.
like.
So
You know, there's a little bit of history between these
Yep.
two teams. Oh, we're going to kick field goal.
Yep.
Yeah, it
So
looks
it's
like
on
it's
the
going to be
25-yard line.
35,
About
42,
42-yard field goal.
42, 43. I believe the school record's 39.
Is it really? Wow.
Marshall and I talked about it because
Sweet.
he kicked a 35, 36-yarder, and I believe he said it was
Well, they
38 or
moved it up a
39.
yard. So,
So
they
they're
just
making
put
it-
it at the 20.
They'll
They're
make it
putting
about
it-
a 41-yarder.
Yeah, about a 41-yard field goal here for
30. Well, add 10 to the end of that, so 34, 44. It's going to be a 44-yard field goal, Karth, because
Yeah.
10 yards from that spot. Snap is good. Kick is up. but-
Oh, no
Oh, it's
good.
going to be short.
Yep. Just couldn't get it.
He didn't catch it right.
Nope.
Seems like he
You-
knuckled it, and you
yeah,
can tell he doesn't.
yeah, it didn't.
You know,
Didn't sound good. You could
it
hear
didn't,
a thunk.
and you could tell. You know, but you
Yeah.
know what? Even as a poor kick, it was close.
Yeah.
Like it goes to
It
show
was like
what kind of
probably
leg he's
just a
got.
couple yards short, a little to the left, but
I know
good
Marshall's going to
effort.
beat himself
Oh,
up
yeah.
here because he loves the opportunity to
well,
kick
and
a 40-yarder.
it isn't like he's going to maybe get that. I mean, he's a junior, but
Yeah, I'd like
but,
to see.
yeah.
I'd like to see him.
yeah.
Well, this is different. So after the missed field goal,
they get the ball at the 15.
It's almost like we had a 15-yard punt.
Yeah. All right, so we got
can do that more often.
10:30 left here in the fourth
what if
quarter.
Marshall tries a
45 to
60-yarder?
6. Yeah, 45 to 6. So we got Lucas Greif is out there taking Nick's spot.
Yeah, Greif's out there.
Yep. And he's a good athlete. We talked about him in baseball. He's
yeah.
played last year or in this summer, and he's as an eighth grader.
Yeah, he's tough.
And
I played basketball at lunch with his brother too.
Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher's got he's got like a nice little left-hand move under the
so
hoop.
Marcus is coming out, and Draven's going in.
Castor Abernathy and Aiden Klosterman beat Christopher and I on 2-on-2 in basketball. We were up 4-2, and they outscored us 5-0 to end the game. And
You
I'm
probably
not real happy with Christopher and our defense.
All right, so we got 1st and 10. They
So
picked up a
Wildcats
first down.
need something here.
Yep.
We need something.
And there's Cole Silver on the coverage there, knocks the receiver
Nice
out of
hit
bounds.
by Cole. You know,
got Farrell.
the nice thing is he made a good read.
Yeah. And unfortunately, if you ask me, unfortunately, it's 9:24 left. You're up 45-6, and Easton Valley still does have all their starters in. And
I tell you what, there's a reason why you saw a personal foul against us, because Easton Valley has a tendency to.
And they're going to try to run up the score a little bit here.
Yep,
so
they're still passing.
Yep. And
but you know what? Let's go hit them. Let's get a tackle.
Yep. There's Jargo looking, and there's
House.
And that's
House, nice tackle by
that's
is that
Marshall. Came low. Jack went for the kind of went for the pick, and just
Marshall's 118 pounds.
Yeah.
And House is 240.
Yeah, and he went low.
And Marshall tackled him with his arm.
Yeah.
Like arm tackle down low. So nice job by Marshall, but still first down by Easton Valley. And,
yep. So it'll be first
you remember
and 10.
Turkey Valley last week? They were up, not big, but they took their starters out.
They
but
had
then
all
they
their
brought
starters
in their all-district quarterback
to punt.
And
Did you ever
Keegan
hear?
blocked it, and he hurt his ankle.
Oh, was it?
And he didn't mean to. Keegan
I saw him.
But I heard that he was injured.
Oh, I wonder.
I don't know if he's out.
We'll have to look at the stats after tonight and
I'll
see.
tell you what, the reason why I say that is right now, last thing you want for Easton Valley
these two have
is
to play each other.
Have Trent Camp get hit by someone, and he gets taken out of the game when it's 45-6. And we discussed this last year all the time.
Yeah.
When we were up big, Coach.
Yeah, he did
Coach
a great
Myers'
job.
credit, did a great job of our JV. And honestly, there's some kids out here right now that have playing time because they got when we got up.
Yeah.
And you'd hate to see anyone get hurt, but
exactly.
You leave your starters in. You think our players aren't going to go hard and hit you harder?
Exactly. So we've got 1st and 10. And
it looks like they brought in there. Well, who's in there? No, the Trent Camp's still in there. They got their starters.
Yep. There's Trent Camp, and there's holding is going to be.
Like
they're going to bring that back.
So Marshall goes low. Yeah, look at Fuegan.
They're going to call that back. There's a flag at midfield right where they'll probably be holding against them. So that's going to bring the ball back. And it'll move it back. It'll be 1st and 20, I believe, because that was 1st and 10 from about the Wildcat 37-yard line. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and it'll be 1st and 20. Put the ball back into Riverhawk territory. So hopefully the Wildcats can come up here with a stop, maybe get another big play, get a turnover.
Get a couple touchdowns, put it on the board. There's time. We still have time for a couple touchdowns. Turn this into a 45-21 game, something like that.
For sure.
I like to see us get in the end zone or give Marshall a chance to kick a 40-yarder
exactly.
again.
So they're in an I formation this time with one receiver. And they've got the quarterback, and he does a misdirection. It gets to Farrell. Farrell's got a block, but ball came out, but they're going to say he was down. But it looks like they're saying Farrell was down first. So he picked up about 9 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. He got 9 of those yards back after that penalty. They did a little bit of a misdirection. Yeah, we did a misdirection, and he pitched it one way and handed it off, and it was a little misdirection.
So we'll see what happens here. With the Wildcats can come up with a turnover here. We really need a stop, let alone a turnover.
So it'll be 2nd and 11. They've got their triple receivers, and there's a quick slant, and
Good defense, but Jargo
just
can't hold
isn't-
on to
Yep,
it.
it was right in his hands, and I think again the Wildcats. And this has happened a couple different times tonight. They're getting their hands. They're sticking their hand out to knock the ball down, and it's kind of getting in the vision line of the receiver, and maybe just breaking the concentration enough that we're able
Yeah,
to.
and Jargo kind of is hitting himself, but
Yep.
they're doing a quick slant to Jargo.
So we got
Up
40. Yeah,
with 3 minutes
6:50.
left.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him meet Cole Silver. Across
Yeah,
the
no
middle.
doubt. So it's going to be 3rd and 11, and we got him under center in the I formation. So he's going to turn. He fakes, and he's looking down the field. There's Jargo. He's looking, but we got double coverage on him. But Jargo's running across the field. Hopefully, we can. Oh,
What do we
I
got
think
here?
it's an
I think
incomplete.
we've got another.
Did we
We got a
hold?
flag.
We have a flag on the play.
And an ineligible receiver down the field.
Downfield.
The lineman started going down, but now that was incomplete, I believe, wasn't it?
Look like it.
I think.
Did they say he caught it?
Well, they must not because they're bringing the ball back. So it's 4th down and 11, and I'm not sure.
Does ineligible, is it loss of down as well?
I don't know. I don't think so. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
think-
that you give it.
I think it is 3rd down.
No, it's 4th down.
No,
we're
I-
declining.
Yeah, but I think
yeah. Yeah,
it's
he-
replay of the down with an eligible receiver.
Right. You replay it, yeah. So it would have been 3rd and probably 15.
Yeah, that's a good call by coach.
Yeah,
4th down,
so
make 'em
4th
go
down
for
and
it.
about 11 or 12 here. So
I don't think I want to give them 2 plays to
now
get
I was going to
15
say, here's the
yards.
other thing is if they would have went for it on 4th and 12, that would have been
They're punting.
the crap. So they're right at about midfield, just inside our territory at 38. They've got their punter in and almost blocked
They
again by
almost got a
Keegan.
block, yeah.
But the Wildcats kicks over our coverage, and it's going to be down at inside
Jargo-
the 10-yard
Jargo
line.
touched it with his foot.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
So
So
we
Wildcats
got
going to take
6
over.
minutes. Yep, 6 minutes to go.
And the clock's running.
Yep,
That's another
45.
thing we got to get
So
going
this
here.
would be it'd be nice here if we could somehow put together a little bit of a drive. We've got looks like Isaiah's coming back in. Isaiah hasn't been playing on defense. He's been getting beat up here. He didn't even play
Yeah, he
probably
sat out of that.
at least the 4th quarter last week, and so he's been off on just doing
Isaiah
offense.
Damon shotgun with Cole. It's going to go direct snap to Cole,
Come
and
on,
Cole's got a
Cole.
little bit of an opening.
Oh,
He's going
and
to
he
fumble the
fumbled.
ball.
But are they gonna?
They're gonna point him down.
down.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Official.
Yes.
Wow, thank God. Yeah, so Cole gets met around the line of scrimmage, maybe gained a yard. Looks like yard and a half.
Yep. That hole closed up pretty quickly. Cole,
There was a little gap there, and
Yeah.
he runs hard.
he does.
So they're
Well,
discussing
he
this for
picked up
some
about
reason.
2 yards
Why are they
or
discussing?
3, and now they're having a discussion. And I'm not sure. I mean, not every single. I mean,
Let's go.
I don't know how they can have
Yeah,
5 guys
someone
talking.
said he was down. So if the guy comes up and says,
Says
I
he's
saw
down,
him down, then he's
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, are you
now
kidding
they
me?
changed it.
The
Wow.
official over here pointed him down,
Two
and
of
they
them
had
did.
a discussion
2 of them
to
pointed
now
it
say,
down.
nope, he was not down. Well, I don't
Wow.
see how you can let
Yeah.
that.
2 officials pointed it down.
And in a game 45-6, you have to have a long discussion in order to give the ball to the team that's
Now-
up 45-6. I question that.
Oh, Jesus. They're having to move it back and
Yeah, move it back another
a
yard.
yard.
There you go, just right.
Geez, so that it's very
Come on,
unfortunate
fellas.
that we looked like 2 officials spotted it down, but then they had a talk and
Someone really wanted to call fumble.
yep, and so Easton Valley is going to come out again with their starters
In
and
with their starters, Garth,
and,
446.
they're on the 12-yard line, and there's a pitch to Farrell, and
Farrell's going to cut it back, and he's going to go in for a
yep,
touchdown.
there's a touchdown. Wow, that was very unfortunate.
What's over here in the end zone? Is that that's not a flag. There's something in the end zone. Maybe it's just a.
No. Oh, yeah, I do see that. There is a flag in the end zone. Good eyes, Mac.
It looks like
But,
it.
oh,
Must not be. Maybe it dropped. Oh, the official's flag dropped. It is a flag, so I was right.
well, I don't
No.
know.
He
I don't know
dropped
what they
it.
called it, but
So the back judge just accidentally dropped his flag. Yeah.
so
Feel free to call something back there. Yeah, it just fell out of his pocket.
So touchdown for Easton Valley, and they're going to go ahead and kick the extra point. Attempt to kick the extra point, and it's down, and it
Ooh,
is
Keegan almost got his hand
good.
on that.
So it's going to be 52-6 with 4:30 left in the fourth quarter. So the Wildcats are going to get the ball back one more time here, and hopefully we can get
Punch in
something
the end zone.
positive happen. Yeah, get a big run or something, and try to end the game.
I want to thank Nick's Bank. Thank you very much for sponsoring us. I know even in nights like this where we're down, like it's fun to call the game. I know the kids, like, they listen to it later and fans, but we want to thank Nick's Bank for sponsoring us. What are you saving for? Whether it's retirement, your child's education, a new car, or just a rainy day, Next Bank has the right savings account for whatever's next for you. Next Bank is committed to help you achieve what's next for your financial dreams. Bank on your success with Next Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Yep. And Next Bank does a lot for our school, and we appreciate them sponsoring the
Absolutely.
Wildcat Sports Channel, and they do the
make the
programs, and they help with the different
Great.
sponsored, I know, different activities. And
They feed us.
Yep,
Every once in a while we get food at
yep.
the beginning of the year. Like, we really thank you,
yeah,
Next Bank.
so Next Bank means it really is a nice partnership that we have with them. So,
Yeah.
well,
Here we go,
this is-
Garth. Let's
yep.
see if we can make something happen. I can tell you, like, pride is what we're playing for right now. And I know it'd be nice to put another touchdown in. Coach is down by himself here on the other end, and he's looking across the field. I have a
so
feeling
there's
he's
a
not
high
real happy.
kick. Oh, and
Marshall muffs it, but he
Marshall
picks it
catches
back up.
Yep. And
It's gonna
I
be
think he
tackled.
should have just kept going right up the middle where he had his blockers. He
I
would
think
have
he
maybe
did too.
picked a couple more yards up, and you never know. But he kind of tried to take it outside and just wasn't able to get anywhere.
Yeah,
so
and if you muff something, you can't get cute.
you just have
gotta
to
run
go
north
up
and
the.
south.
And really, to be honest, sometimes if you just run straight up the middle, you're almost better off because everybody's coming down, and you've got that little bit of a wedge. You make one person miss, and you might be off. So
we'll have it 1st and 10 at the 15, 4:01, and the clock's moving. And I'd like to see us get a little lively, a little step in us, like we're kind of walking up to the line. Come on, guys, let's go. And
yeah.
Isaiah's going to be in the backfield all by himself. He's going to take it himself on the right
There it
side. He's
is.
got a big hole.
There we go. Come
He's going
on,
to bust
Isaiah.
it open. He's going to run about 20 yards down the field.
Jargo had the angle on him, and again, they still have their starters in on defense too. Jargo's out there, Farrell's out there. It's just unfortunate. I don't know. I've been a coach on both sides of a win like this or a loss, and
We do have some of our starters out
well,
there
I mean, if
still,
you're going to
but-
have their starters out there, I'm going to leave
we
my
are.
starters
Absolutely.
in. I mean, I'm not going to send my JV out there to get.
Absolutely. And I think that's what
Yeah,
it is too.
I mean, then it's not safe for you're going to put Marcus Shellhorn out there to what's he going to do against them? Yeah.
Oh, Marcus can take Jargo.
Yeah. So anyway, Wildcats have the ball 1st and 10, and that was a big run.
Oh, a direct snap to Draven. It's going to be fumbled.
No, it was handed off.
Well, they
I don't know. Maybe
they did a fake.
Okay.
So it was Isaiah went like this on purpose, and it was a direct snap to Draven.
It was a fumble.
And there's a little bit too hot, a little bit. It was a hard snap, and Draven just couldn't handle it.
Yep. And so it's going to be recovered by. We just too many turnovers.
Yeah, that's going to be a bummer right there to end this because we were driving. Isaiah had about a 25-yard gain for a first down.
So it's 2:25 left, and it's 52-6.
Looks like they're going to take the victory.
Yeah, they should.
Finally.
Victory formation here. So they're going to go ahead, and is that Jargo still in there? No, they brought in a backup quarterback to do the victory.
They brought in their
Connor
subs.
Groover just took the snap, and
man,
now they have
might
all the
as well
guys. Yeah.
Keep your starters out there just to take a knee, I guess. What are you doing? Jargo is out there.
Jargo's still out there, and
still
Farrell's the guy, but they took out
Trent Camp.
Trent Camp, but It'll be
Well,
interesting, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see when these Easton Valley's got to play Turkey Valley, so it'll be interesting.
I'll tell
and
you,
they have to go to Turkey Valley.
It's going to be a tough game. Like seeing them last week, I
They're-
think they'll have the size on these
Yep,
guys
they're
at the
bigger.
position players.
Yep.
But there are some big linemen on this team, and so it'll be a tough game.
Yeah,
It'll be good.
it'll be
and
interesting. So
depends on what happened to
right,
the
I don't know.
quarterback,
Yeah,
number
definitely.
6.
Yep, their
He's-
quarterback. Again, at that point, I was just talking to somebody about that. Actually, I was talking to Coach Meyer about it. It's like it was in the fourth quarter. It was continuous clock, and you're on.
You're on your own 5.
He was kicking from the end zone. You don't have another person who can just get in there and try to get
I
it.
think
Even
that's why they did it, because he was in by his own end zone. But
it's like you can't tell me.
and Keegan went unblocked.
Yeah, he just got
No one
around there
touched
and
him.
nobody touched him, and
So
it's just
more
like,
than anything, that
Yeah.
end on that is like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
well, you got to have a JV kicker who cares if you kick it
Yeah.
10 yards?
Or
I mean,
drop
you're
it,
up.
Take a knee.
Yeah, take a knee. I mean, see if your defense, can stop us. I mean, they stopped us pretty much the whole game. So,
Well,
they
and
just-
tonight, kind of the same thing here.
Yeah,
Looks
you know,
like they're
we-
taking a knee, and 26 seconds left as they're
Yep,
kind of
so-
waiting and letting the clock run. I think they're going to have to take one more knee, and then they're going to call this good. So, looks like it's going to be a final here. Wildcats are going to lose 52-6.
on homecoming night, which is a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah, it's a big bummer, but that we did have some fight in us that first
Yep.
half. I'll tell you what, think about it, it's 13-6 going into the second quarter.
Yep, it was 13-6 to start the second quarter, and then
And really the wheels didn't really fall off till probably 4 or 5 minutes
Well,
left in the
almost
second.
less,
'Cause
about
even-
like with 3 minutes to go,
Yeah.
and then they scored, and then we had that turnover, and they scored again.
Yeah.
And
And
we
we
just
were hanging until late in the second quarter, and
yeah.
I like our effort.
Yeah.
And it's hard to stay up on a team like this.
Well, and
They're
that's
good.
it's a learning experience for some of those younger guys we talked about. We got some juniors and sophomores in there in some key spots, and
On next week we get a little reprieve. We're going against Central Decatur at Central Decatur.
So hopefully
you
we
never
get-
want to overlook
no,
anyone.
but hopefully we
Central
can get
Decatur's
back
had
on
a
the
rough
win.
year.
Yep, we can get
We-
back on the winning track.
We actually reached out to Central Decatur because there was kind of some rumors going around that they were.
I
not
know.
gonna
I heard they
finish
only
out the
have like
season.
14 players.
Not true.
Okay.
Like, their AD said those are just rumors. Our kids are, in and we're playing, and
Good.
we've been injured, but
Yeah.
that's not true.
Good.
So I
and we
that's
need
good
a
to
game.
hear.
We need. We need.
You don't
want to
hear that stuff from any
No.
team, But they're ready to play, and we're at Central Decatur, right?
Yep.
I believe
We're
at,
up
and
there.
that's a tough place. I mean, we've
And
gone
then-
up there over the
Yep.
years and got our butts whooped. So I think it's a time where we can bounce back.
Yeah.
And for the rest of the season, who do we got
Then
after
we
that?
have Midland at home,
Midland
and then
at
we go
home.
to Springville, and those are all three. All three of
Winnable,
those are
but-
winnable games. I
and
mean,
I
it's
like the
not
order.
anything's going to be.
I like the order.
Yep.
Get
our
Central
confidence
Decatur,
back.
get our conference back. Midland, I
Midland's
like
been
our
struggling.
chances.
And then in Springville, they got
That'll
off
be a
to a
tough team.
4-0 start, but they've hit. I think that they were, the competition that they were playing, and it kind of caught up, and they've went through this gauntlet too. They just got
Absolutely.
beat by.
But
Key,
we
and
better
they
be
got
ready
beat by.
against Springville. Like
Oh yeah, and then plus that's just going to be it's a rivalry game
Absolutely.
anyway. So records kind of get thrown out the window
Yeah.
per se. But tough. You got to kind of tip your hat to Easton Valley. They did the things they needed to do, and they're definitely
They're a
a
good
good
team.
team.
We're very
And,
athletic,
yep,
very fast.
Very athletic, and it'll be a good game when they actually play Key High, and then they go to Turkey Valley, and so they've got 2 weeks here, and so we'll have to kind of keep an eye and see how that goes. It'll
Yep.
be interesting to see. But our
All right,
guys
well,
came
Karth-
out and battled, but we just
Well,
weren't
thanks,
able
Karth.
to
It was fun doing the
do
game
this.
with you. My first one. I don't like the end of the score, but it was fun doing the game with you. And thanks to everyone for listening.
Yep, and we just want to remind everybody to, thanks again for listening to the Wildcat Sports Channel. And unfortunately, the Wildcats go down 52-6 tonight against Easton Valley. And we, again, thank everybody for listening. We will be live. The next Wildcat Sports broadcast is going to be Tuesday night, October 8th, when the Wildcat volleyball team's going to host EDCO. And we probably need to just
Nice.
give we haven't had talked about volleyball, but they're tied for first place in the we're in the West, right?
Yeah, the
In
West.
the West side, and got
and we just tied our school
record for the most wins in
for
a
most
season.
wins,
so they
9, and we've got a lot of season left. So we're looking for big things from our volleyball team.
So that's going to be exciting. So if you can't make it, it is home meet, but if you can't make it, make sure you listen in on the Wildcat or not the Wildcat Cast anymore, or Wildcat Sports Channel, and cheer. Or if you can come, that'd be awesome. I mean,
absolutely.
we packed the gym. That the girls would love that. So it's exciting
and
time right now.
Edco's going to be a tough team. So this is a perfect test for us now because they're very well coached. Big history. If we can come out on top against Edco, we're for real.
So it's exciting. So we want to just, give a shout out to the boys team. It was a battle out there tonight, and unfortunately just weren't able to make things happen. And but hopefully you'll join us next Tuesday to cheer on for the girls volleyball team. So hopefully everybody enjoyed tonight's broadcast, and go Cats.
Go Cats.